Jeez, oh man. It is 11:40 on Wednesday night, July 18th. I'm recording this intro. So I just got home from Stage AE. I just seen a band called Greta Van Fleet. Greta Van Fleet is, for people who don't know, they pretty much are like the modern day Led Zeppelin. They're a bunch of young kids from Detroit, I'm pretty sure, even though the dude maybe talked with an accent. But it was literally probably the best live performance I've ever seen in my life. It was fucking insane. My dad told me stories about how he went and seen Led Zeppelin at Three Rivers Stadium back whenever he was younger. Probably around my age, maybe a little bit younger, but I mean, Led Zeppelin is one of the biggest bands in the world, and I'm not saying that this Greta Van Fleet band could even touch what they've done in their life, but I mean, in our age, I try to think about like who are our Led Zeppelin, who's our Jimi Hendrix, who's our, like Guns N' Roses. I don't know why I just fucking said Guns N' Roses with them other two. Jesus. But you know what I mean? I'm sure you get the picture, but like these fucking kids who are young kids, I know for a fact that they're young, but they were unreal. Like I've never seen a performance that was so, it was just fucking powerful. It was just a wild time. And, these dudes just, it was worth every fucking penny. And if you have not heard them before, check them out. They definitely sound just like Led Zeppelin, but I'm sure they get hate because of that, but it's 2018 and there's like people like 6ix9ine the rapper and fucking, I don't know, a bunch of other fucking clowns doing all this type of music, but like these dudes might be like, replicating something that has already been around, but like back then, like those dudes were like the most talented people in the world. And I get like the musical like age progressed and like, I don't know, I'm not really like a musician, so I'm just like bullshitting, but I just feel that these dudes had to have something special to be able to, sound like Led Zeppelin. Even if they do sound like Led Zeppelin, like you got to be fucking badass to be able to do that and to be able to do that well. Robert Plant's voice was, is in, like one of the most like noticeable voices I'd say in like musical history. I don't know if you want to say that or not, but like this fucking young kid was killing it. He came out looking like a fucking wizard. Like he had this big ass cloak on with these feathers in his ear, and he just reminded me of like some fucking elf, like some elf, like wizard or some shit. It was crazy. And then the bassist / keyboardist and the guitarist, I don't know if they were twins, but they fucking looked identical, and it was tripping me out because like, like these kids looked identical, and like they're both playing guitar, just ripping on these fucking guitars like animals. And I don't know, dude. Excuse me. I just think it was just a fucking powerful experience. I went with my buddy Mike, and we were both just sitting there like this is probably what our parents felt like whenever they were seeing, like Aerosmith. My dad saw Aerosmith at fucking the band show in McKeesport. Like, that's insane. That's just insane. But it's pretty wild that these young ass kids are like still doing a style of music that was popular in the 70s. But yeah, it was just an incredible experience, and I felt like I had to talk about it. But which let's get down to business. I just stuttered a little bit right there. I'm going to take a sip of Gatorade because I'm very parched. I was screaming like a fucking banshee. Okay, so this week, very special guest as usual. They're all very special, but This is a good buddy of mine. He was the person behind the lens on my incredible wedding video. He is soon to be marrying one of my, longest friends. His name is Dan Freed, and he is a good friend that came into my life only a few years ago. And he's just like a fucking hard worker. Like, I don't even know how to like describe it. This dude just never stops. Whether it's cutting hair, whether it's fucking doing music videos, whether it's filming a wedding, taking photos for, some shit. This dude is just always running around, traveling, just making shit happen. And I knew I wanted to have him to talk on here because I knew that he was into some cool shit. Like we share a lot of similar interests. We like a lot of the same music. We like a lot of the same. We just like a lot of the same shit. So like I knew we have a lot in common, and I really wanted to sit down and talk to him. My full intention was to talk to him about Warped Tour, because we recorded this the night before Warped Tour. My full intention was to talk about that, but of course I don't really have a template for what goes on this podcast, and the conversation just went wherever it went, and I thought it was awesome. So without further ado, episode number 28 of I'll Call You Right Back podcast with Dan Freed.
I gotta use the telephone.
Hello?
Telephone.
I'll call you right back. I'll call you right back.
Telephone.
I'll Call You Right Back podcast.
They know that I'm filming them.
Yeah, it's weird to be recorded, and it's weird to be filmed, and people they're not used to it. So like, it feels like my dog will. My mom's dog Buddy, if you put a phone camera, like if you point it to him, it's like he knows, and like he looks away. You can never take like a decent picture of him with him knowing it, and I feel like dogs could like feel it, like a certain energy. But it's weird. It's like, it's definitely different, and it's definitely different like talking to people, because like, the first episode I was like mad nervous. Mm-hmm. Like it's just like it would be hard to be able to like categorize what I wanted to say in my head, and like I would be thinking of stuff, beforehand, or I'd be thinking of stuff to say after what I was actually saying then, and then it just all runs together. Yeah, but it's not a big deal. You good?
Yeah.
All right, we were recording anyway.
Yeah, I knew.
Yeah, you already know. I saw you peeking over. So, what's in the cup?
What's in the cup?
All right. So, it is vanilla polar seltzer.
So you like the Polar more than the Deer Park?
I do. I have to rep Polar. Polar is definitely more abundant in New England and New York. And I always found it pretty regularly from home back in New York. And Pittsburgh's been slacking on their seltzer game, but
they don't have any. It's starting to pick up now because it's like the hipster thing, and like more people are into it.
There's people. I'll tell people I'm drinking seltzer, and they go, "What is that?" Like they've never had it.
I've only heard it as like club soda. Like
Yeah,
I feel like seltzer is like a bougie term, but I've never took a sip of it, so I'm gonna take a sip of it right now. Yeah, it's real good. I like seltzer.
It's a weird flavor. It's kind of like a cream soda without the sugar.
It is. It's cream soda without it being super sweet, and that's the only reason I dislike cream soda is because it's way too sweet. And like soda, if it gets warm whatsoever, it's
disgusting.
It ruins it for me.
I will say, warm seltzer also sucks.
Yeah, but it's way easier to drink rather than like warm soda.
Yeah.
I mean, it still sucks though for sure. There's no taste, but I like the vanilla. The vanilla's good. I think that Deer Park has just like more flavor, but this is pretty flavorful. I'll tell you.
I mean, once again, I'm biased because I like the cans way more, but I don't think you could find this flavor yet in Pennsylvania in the cans.
Where'd you get this? Sheets.
Yeah.
So they have polar water at Sheets, polar seltzer if people want to drink it. But you said that this was very common in New York and Massachusetts.
Yeah, I think let's see what the label says. It says yes, it started in New England
Since 1882. It's this. So this started in New England, family made.
I don't know that much. I'm not gonna
Who knows?
put that on record.
Well,
But,
whatever. It's pretty good though.
And I used to hate seltzer. I used to hate it all the time when I lived in New York. I never drank it, not once. Couldn't get over it. It was like a ghetto soda to me. But
It's like our palates change because I didn't like it either. It's just like bitter. A kid in my high school named Josh Bekowitz was the first person I ever known that like, was like our age that drank it. Besides, like my grandmother and shit would drink it, but this kid was my age or a year younger than me, and like regularly, if we were out somewhere, he would just get club soda, and I was not a fan of like the bitter or like the lack of flavor. But I love it all now, just because like it's kind of like drinking pop but no sugar.
yeah, I couldn't. That was my problem back then, is that it wasn't sweet enough. There was no sugar, and I would probably kill like 6 to 8 cans of Dr. Pepper a day. Like, yeah, it was
Dr. Pepper?
Yeah,
that's the worst.
That's still my shit. Like,
That's your favorite?
If I need a soda, like that's it. That's what I'm going to.
I'm not a Dr. Pepper guy. I feel that it is. I've never been like a big fan. My dad has always liked
Yeah.
it. I remember my dad would get it a lot whenever we were younger. Like we haven't had it in our house in a while.
It was warm, cold, still good.
Warm. You drink warm Dr. Pepper?
Sometimes you wake up, find a warm can from the last night, and just suck it down.
My shit was. I definitely loved Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
Not like a weird, like the weird kids that like, the weird way to like Mountain Dew. It's just I preferred Mountain Dew over like a Sprite or like a Sierra Mist, but I loved Pepsi. Pepsi was my shit. And
No,
ice cold
Coke all the
Pepsi.
way.
You're a Coke guy?
Coke all the way.
Yeah, see, like I'm not. More people I feel are a Coke person.
Yeah. I mean, I'll drink both, but if I had a choice.
I think that a fountain Pepsi is like everything in the world, I feel. Or cherry Coke. Like,
Fountain anything
yeah.
is
Is
the
way
best,
better than everything
right
else.
from the source.
Okay, so you say you're from what? Now, where'd you grow up?
Okay, so I grew up in a town called White Plains, New York, which is about 30 minutes outside of the city, north.
And like, what is it? Is it like a bigger neighborhood, or is it a bigger town, little
So,
town?
It definitely changed from the time when I like first grew up to when I left. When my first memories of it, it was definitely like a suburban-y, normal town.
Yeah.
No skyscrapers, nothing like that. Then, as like teenage years, they started building it up. They put some Trump towers in there. They got they just took down all basically the mom and pop stuff. They pretty much eradicated all that and just put up big skyscrapers and complexes and stuff like that. So now I call it like a mini New York City.
Yeah, it's like built up a little bit. How
Traffic
far
got
is it
crazy.
from New York?
About 30 minutes. 30 minutes north if you're driving pretty quickly.
So, did you frequent New York a lot whenever you were younger?
Yeah. The first opportunity I got when I was in high school to just hop on the train, take it down.
That's what you took was a train?
Oh yeah. Even before I could drive, I would just.
And how long did that take?
If you caught the express, 30 minutes.
And was that expensive?
$20.
Oh, okay. So that's
yeah, $20.
Is it round trip or one way?
Yeah, it was round trip.
And 30 minutes, and you were in New York City.
Yeah,
That's dope. That's
Yeah.
that's like how we live to Pittsburgh right now.
just running around, getting lost.
What what were you frequenting New York for?
Mostly shows.
Yeah.
Like-
So when did you get into music? Because I know that you're you're very, very, very heavy in
All right,
music. Obviously,
so-
we know each other pretty well.
Right.
So
I could pretty much pinpoint the moment that I got into music. It was I I want to say it was like middle school or early high school. My family always went to this town called Old Orchard Beach in Maine. It's kind of like a nice little beach town.
Yeah.
We went like every year, and this was back before the internet and shit like that. And I remember we didn't have cable growing up. My parents didn't want to pay for cable, so I didn't have like none of those fun shows when people reference like Nickelodeon and fucking all that stuff. None of it.
Yeah, we're going to talk about it because
yeah.
I'm very interested to talk about that.
So I remember sitting in the hotel room, and all I wanted to do was watch TV because it was my like escape. Like I didn't have it at home, so going on vacation, I was like, I get to watch cable.
Yeah,
dope. I remember sitting there, and I turned on the TV, and it had to have been like 11 o'clock at night or something like that, and like MTV was on, and it was like the last 30 seconds of Linkin Park Crawling.
Oh wow.
But I didn't know what it was because I guess maybe I missed the titles or whatever they put up at the end, and I was like, fuck, what is this song? Like, I need to know. So I literally stayed up all night watching MTV until they replayed it. And then the next day when we got home from vacation, I like left school early, went to the record shop, and just bought Hybrid Theory, and like that was like my like.
And how old were you?
It was definitely middle school. It was right. I don't know when that record came out, but I want to say like 7th, 8th grade, something like that.
Yeah, Linkin Park. Linkin Park was a big deal for so many people. It's like they like.
I mean,
they started all kinds of shit.
I definitely fell off from them after a while.
Yeah, for sure. But like back in the day, like their original shit, like their like Encore and all that stuff. Like whenever they did that with Jay-Z, like I remember like I don't know, like I wasn't like a crazy like diehard Linkin Park fan, but like I loved all the hit shit.
Right.
I listened to it. It was I mean everyone that's been on here though is like a lot of people have mentioned it.
I mean I think at least for me it was a good jumping off point. Like that's what got me into music. Like more so into like that type of music. And then I remember so like I listened to like that type of music for a while, but like I was never into like rap or hip hop or anything like that. And then I remember, I want to say it was like 9th or 10th grade, we were in computer class, and this kid, Paul, who was like pretty into the scene at that point, like he was just one of those kids that was like new shit.
Yeah.
He was like, yo, you gotta check out this new band, like different type of music. It's a little bit more like screaming than you're probably used to.
Yeah.
But he put on Ohio's for Lovers by
I knew it.
Hawthorne Heights.
I knew. Listen, I swear to God, I remember the first day that I seen that video on MTV, and like they started screaming, and it was like the first like screaming music that I heard where I was like, like this is awesome.
I'm not at the time. I was like, I don't know if I was into it. I was kind of like, like not for me. And now if you think about it, like Hawthorne Heights is considered to be such like a
Ohio's for Lovers is like a stairway to heaven of the emo.
Yeah, but now when people talk about Hawthorne Heights, it's like it's not cool to like them. It's kind of like Hawthorne Heights. That's just like the thing now.
Everyone loves all the old music.
Secretly, they'll love it, but like nobody's out there repping Hawthorne Heights hard.
That's because they just came out with a new CD and it was trash.
I hate to say it, but after their screamer died, their music went to trash.
Yeah, how did he die?
He died in his sleep on the tour bus.
They wrecked and he like broke his neck? No, that was Drowning Pool.
I don't know anything about that. This dude, I think, just took some medication. I guess he had like anxiety and like some medication didn't mix well with his like other medication. He just like died in his sleep. Yeah.
I feel like I didn't remember that.
I remember I was pretty like into the scene at that point. I remember it happening, and then they did like the whole like benefit. No, you're thinking about the dude who wrecked and died. Sorry, was Beats, the drummer from Bayside.
I'm not thinking of that. I'm pretty sure the dude from Drowning Pool was in there as well. I want to say that I remember hearing a story of like him like laying head toward the driver's seat and them wrecking head first and like it wrecking and him breaking his neck or something. I don't know if that's real or not. That could be completely fake. But the music scene was super interesting back then because it's like, but now for you to see Ohio's for Lovers, was that before MySpace?
I think it was right around that time.
It had to be
because it was definitely still in that era. Like I remember it was just about the time when I got a Facebook because it was like supposed to be for college kids, and like that was before everyone had access to it.
Well, I just couldn't remember because like I feel like that Ohio is for lovers. I remember the first time watching that, and I also remember watching Sugar We're Going Down, and it was like you said, like I seen after that the title came up, and I saw the kid with the antlers, and I remember like thinking like, what the fuck was that band? And I remember telling a girl I was friends with, I was like, there was this music video on MTV where this guy had deer antlers, and she was like, oh, that's Fall Out Boy, like that's Sugar We're Going Down. That's like they're new, and they always put me on to all the new shit, but I don't remember, like I remember being exposed to some music from MTV, but I remember it like really popping off just whenever MySpace happened.
Yeah,
that's whenever it was way easier.
Do you remember Fuse?
Fuse, like the TV show, like music,
like that channel.
They always played good. They always played a whole bunch of different music.
Yeah,
if you had Comcast, like they had like a library of all their videos you can go in on demand.
Okay, because they used to do like live sets and shit in like the studio, and it was always dope. And then that got canceled really quick.
Really?
Yeah. I think they went off the air in like a year.
Fuse. Well,
or at least they stopped doing that. That type of live music, or like that music genre. They like killed that program.
I don't remember it. I think I just remember watching videos because that was like I don't think MTV had a bunch of like good selection of like that type of like emo music, like screaming music.
No, not MTV.
So what was like that was your shit in middle school? Was like Linkin Park was what first popped you off, and then like what else were you into?
So that was definitely like my skater phase. Like I would definitely go out and listen to like everything I basically heard on like Tony Hawk Pro Skater, like Goldfinger, Sum 41,
exactly.
Blink-182. Sum 41 was definitely like that time period.
Yeah, I remember we had ski trip or ski like a ski club at McKeesport where you would go to Hidden Valley on Saturday and you would ski all day. Like you would pay some rate, but I just remember having a CD case and the whole ride up there, everyone's just like whipping out their CD case, and like, you know, like some people had them fucking huge binders with 100 discs in it.
Oh, that was me. I was one of those kids.
100%. And then you got all the mixtapes, and you're like, everyone's switching things back. And then it was after Christmas. For Christmas, all I wanted was CDs because, like, you know, I wanted all these CDs to be able to, like, you know, show everyone that I had, like, a bunch of cool shit, too. And I was at the ski club, and I remember I zipped my bag up and put my CD case on top of it, and while I was walking, I guess it fell out. Gone. I remember...
Never to be seen again.
Yeah, I had fucking Alien Ant Farm, Papa Roach, Uncle Cracker... little Bow Wow in there. I remember all these CDs that I got for Christmas. Bare Naked Ladies. That was all the 1 year I got all these, and I had this poppin' ass like CD collection. Had it for like probably a week, and then
you were definitely more diverse than I was in music selection.
Uncle Cracker, you weren't a fan?
Nah.
I remember I got that for Easter in my Easter basket.
That was the thing. I was very one-dimensionally.
Yeah.
Musically driven, I guess. It was like every Blink-182 CD, every Sum 41 CD, every like Linkin Park CD.
I think the reason that I had so much variety is because like my brother was like, he was more of into his hip hop type shit then, which made me listen to like, you know, Lil Bow Wow and all that stuff and Lil Wayne. But then I was also having like my skateboarder friends exposing me to like Sum 41, and like I remember watching the Sum 41 video for Fat Lip, and I was just like, this is everything I could ever want. Like, this is everything I could ever want. Just by the I remember so much detail to what's the lead singer's name?
Derek.
Yeah, and he's still alive, you told me.
Yeah,
but I remember the way he would scream in there or like sing vocals, his lip, I just remember the way his like mouth would go across this like microphone, and I just remember watching that fucking video all the time, and that was my shit. It's like that whole CD was just fucking dope. And In Too Deep, like that video was so sick. Whenever the dude came out of the water backwards and was just playing that guitar.
Well, that whole video was fun. They had a lot of fun videos
for sure. I was definitely a fan. What were you all about in high school? I really don't know. Like, me and you have known each other, so like I feel like we need to explain how I know you. You kind of came into the friend circle abruptly.
to say the least.
Obviously, I've been friends with your girlfriend for a very long time, and then like you're from, you said you're from New York, and it's just like it's interesting because I only know you from whenever I met you, pretty much, and I know very little bit about your background.
Yeah, I remember the first time I met you.
I was on Skype.
Katrina was cutting your hair.
Yeah, before I asked Antoinette to marry me.
Yeah, and I was on tour with Mayday, and they were like, she was like, "Oh, Strawberry loves Mayday Parade." I was like, "Oh shit, who's Strawberry?"
I love Mayday Parade. That was a good time. That was the day before I proposed to Antoinette.
Was it?
That was. Oh. That was what Katrina was cutting my hair for.
Gotcha.
Was that night at Kennywood? But
Never
so
knew
what were you all about in high school? Like,
so high school was not a bad time. I know how you say, like, either people love it or hate it.
Yeah.
I had it a little bit differently. There's a catch to that because both my parents were teachers at the high school.
Really?
Yes. My mom.
See, I didn't know that.
Yeah, my mom was a full-time biology teacher, and my dad was a substitute teacher, which was way worse.
Yeah, because he just popped up anywhere.
Oh, 100%. Because like you can't be in your parents' class. Like it's not allowed because it's obviously like different treatment and stuff like that.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Because I mean, like if I was in my mom's class and she gave me a test and I was cheating or like I got caught or something like that, like she could just be like, "Oh, well, it's my son, so like I'm not gonna fucking."
That makes sense.
But substitutes, everything goes. So there'd be time, and my dad love him to death, but he is so by the books. Would never break a rule. So we'd be in class, and I'd sit down, and all of a sudden my dad comes walking in, sits down. I'm like, "Fuck, here we go," and he's reading off attendance, and he's like, Dan," and I'm like, "You see me, you know I'm in this class. You don't have to read my name out loud."
Yeah. But your friends knew that was like your dad and shit like that?
Oh yeah, but it was also like all the other kids, and it's just like they're just fucking assholes.
Yeah.
And it's like I didn't get picked on, but like in high school, but I just hated that because other kids would like say shit to like my dad while I'm in the class, and I'm like, well, now I want to kill you, but I can't because like he will send me to the fucking principal's office. You know?
That's pretty wild though. 2 teachers.
Yeah. So I would say high school overall. I don't know how it worked for you guys, school system wise, but we had like 5 elementary schools, 2 middle schools, and 1 high school. So everyone kind of got funneled in, and then everyone kind of met at high school. But
that's pretty much how it was.
I had really good friends in elementary school that did not go to the middle school I went to. They went to a different one, and then we met back up in high school. So I was cool with them. I made some new friends at middle school, and then when we met back up at high school, like they were 2 very diverse friend groups.
Yeah.
So I kind of chilled with my really good friends from elementary school, and that was like my main core. And it was probably like 6 or 7 dudes, and like I didn't fuck with anybody else. I was just like, I'm good, I'm set. I don't need any other friends. Like, and like there was no sports. Like there was no.
You went to a big high school or a small high school?
It was pretty big. I'd say our graduating class was probably like 500 or something like that.
So whenever you say there was no sports, you just didn't play sports.
No. There was no homecoming. I still don't know what homecoming is to this day.
In your school, you didn't have it?
So there was no like rivalries. Like their football team, there was no one gave a shit about the football team.
But Yins did have it.
I guess so. But there was never like. It was not like Friday Night Lights where people would show up and go watch high school football games.
Why do you think it wasn't like that? Because we sucked fucking. We were terrible at football too, but we still had people that showed up.
I think it's one of my big problems with New York in general. I think it's just like there's so much other shit for people to do in being so close to the city and being just in New York, where it's like there was just people just didn't give a shit about that. They just all did other things.
True.
Like our basketball team was like all right, but like
it wasn't like nothing crazy though.
No one ever went to like states or fucking.
So you
we didn't have rivalries with another school. Like there was nothing like that.
What about like prom and shit?
Yeah, there was prom.
You had prom?
Yeah.
Did you yourself go to dances and shit?
Not really.
See, I don't know. I went to all the dances, but like now I'm kind of like I would say I'm kind of like an introvert. Like besides for this shit with like the podcast, like I like to stay at home and like just chill. But like back then, you know, I was going everywhere, like always going to the dances and shit like that, and it was never really fun for me.
No.
Like I never had a fun time really.
No.
The only reason I went was to hang out with my friends.
Right. I never danced. My friends didn't want to go. My friends were very like, they just didn't ever want to do anything, and I definitely feel like I lost some opportunities because I was just so close with them and I didn't fuck with anyone else. But those were my boys.
So what kind of shit did you do if you weren't like
skated?
Oh yeah,
played video games
and shit.
At that time, I was like thinking I was gonna like be in a band and be like
that was your hope. That was all your hopes and dreams.
Yeah,
was to be in a band.
Yeah, like that all the way up through like mid college. Like I put that first. And I was
What did you play?
I played bass. Not very well.
Yeah,
but
that's all right.
I tried guitar and I was like, there's way too many fucking strings on this.
I know, right?
I'm gonna go down to 4.
I never
only play the open big string.
I was never good to. I was never like an instrument person. I regret it. I regret not like playing instruments whenever I was younger.
Yeah,
I remember like the moment in elementary school whenever I would see people going to band class, like you know, girls would be taking like violins and shit, and I remember like thinking of like how like. It would have been cool to do that, but I don't know. Me and my brother never did it.
I was in band. I just didn't pick a cool instrument.
Yeah. What did you pick?
I played the trumpet.
The trumpet?
Till like 7th grade, and then I stopped.
You didn't fuck with that?
No.
Like taps and stuff?
No, never that much. And I was just always like, that's when I was just like, I was like becoming like a dickhead.
Yeah.
Where like you would like get this trumpet and it was supposed to be like super pristine and like you're not supposed to mark it up, and I
just didn't give a shit
about
it.
I would toss that motherfucker everywhere. I would try and ding it up. I would like shoot spitballs out of it and just be like,
you know what I always wanted to play was the saxophone.
Oh yeah, because I mean I
always thought it was so sick, and it was just because of the Muppets. Like I remember seeing it on the Muppets, and I was like, man, that's fucking dope. And I always wanted to play the saxophone or the drums, but like it just wasn't in the
drums.
cards.
Drums is still an ongoing thing for me. Like I honestly think that's what my next endeavor is going to be. Actually trying to do that
drum set.
Yeah,
Katrina will be pumped, I'm sure.
Electronic drum set.
Oh yeah, See, that's a game changer now because like my parents would have never fucking bought me a drum set back then.
No.
Banging around downstairs. Do you think I want to hear that shit? But now people could buy their fucking kids electronic everything, and you don't even have to hear anything.
No, I'm going to be the best at Rock Band.
The best at Rock Band. I think it's sick how Bill Burr is a drummer. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
You know who Bill Burr is?
Yes, I do.
Now, Bill Burr, like that's like his like
side passion.
Yeah, that's his side passion. He just takes fucking. Obviously, he's richer than God, so like he just pays people for lessons, and like I guess he's been playing for a while. But there's been like videos of like groups of comedians of Bill Burr. I can't think of any of the other comedians that were in that, but they all like performed like some songs. But he's not too bad on some drums. The way he talks about it, you could tell that he loves it.
It's the same thing as like Will Ferrell.
Does he play drums?
Oh yeah.
Will Ferrell does?
Oh yeah, he did that whole SNL skit with the dude from Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yeah, I knew that, but I didn't know that he was like a real drummer.
I mean, he was good enough to do that bit, I guess. I just assumed that he was a drummer because of that. I could totally be wrong. I don't know.
I don't think that was him that played the drums that day.
Oh yeah,
wasn't it the drummer from?
They were both there because he dressed up to look just like him, and they had a drum off.
Oh yeah, do you think that was real?
I think so.
Come on now, I don't know if that was real.
We'll have to do some investigation.
I know we should look that up after this. That's interesting. So, your hopes and dreams were to be in a band. The special guest just showed up, Joey the dog. This is a first for the podcast. The first dog guest. I'm pumped about it.
He's just gonna be really annoying and just lick you
That's
for
all
the
right.
rest of this podcast.
I'll allow it. I want a dog sooner than later. But you guys were fucking
Okay, so we just kind of jam sessioned. We would try and play like covers of stuff and.
How did you even learn music though? Like, what was your process of learning?
Well, so I mean, I knew how to read music from playing previously.
Okay,
but
that's
like
true.
none of these fucking songs back then were like transcribed properly onto sheet music.
Do you remember Tab?
Tab,
Yeah.
like the computer program,
No,
or
no, like
tabs.com?
like reading tab, like guitar tabs.
Oh, that's what I was just about to say. Like, that's all I would do. I would just go on these websites, find these like tabs, but like they would be put up by these random people. So
Yeah,
some
that
of them were
wasn't
spot
right.
on, and some of them you played them, you're like, what the fuck was this person listening to? Like, what is this?
I wanted to play guitar so bad, and my dad bought me one from a flea market one time, and it's just like I never stuck to shit whenever I was younger.
Yeah.
It's like I tried to play guitar, I never fucking stuck to it. You know, like skateboarding, I was just like I stuck to it, but I was never any
I was
good at all.
decent at it until I started getting tattoos, and then I was like, well, I really don't want to bail and fuck up my skin.
How old were you when you started getting tattoos?
18.
Your parents, did they care?
100%.
Oh,
They don't anymore. They gave up.
They didn't like it though?
No, because my parents were, I wouldn't say conservative, but my parents were like raised Jewish.
Yeah.
So having tattoos was like pretty not okay.
That's not okay?
No, because
I guess it's not okay in any religion, really.
well, it was more like I don't know if it's a real rule or it's just a rule they told it to scare us and stuff like that. But they said like if you get tattoos, like you're not going to be allowed to be buried in a Jewish cemetery.
Oh, really?
And that's why in World War II, when the Nazis were tattooing the concentration camps, it was like such a sign of disrespect because it then did not allow them to get buried in like Jewish cemeteries. Yeah,
I didn't know that.
so that was always a big thing where it was like, I mean, luckily my grandpa and both of them didn't, they escaped long before that happened. But I've known people that their like grandparents or so would still have like the tattoos from their numbers or whatever, and like it was pretty much like they looked at tattoos like that, like just the most disrespectful.
That's
like
pretty
branding.
wild.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
yeah.
What now I'm pretty oblivious to the whole like now what was it like growing up? Like did you celebrate Jewish holidays?
Yeah, and I mean I'm not a good person to talk to about this because I'm the worst. Like I just don't care for religion at all. Like, I just don't give a shit.
It's interesting though.
But
What did you guys have personally? Like, what did you do back, like, whenever you were growing up? Did you celebrate, like, with it's a menorah? Is that what it is?
yeah, we had dumbass Hanukkah.
Now,
Everyone thinks all the kids were like, "Oh, you get 8 days of presents."
but isn't just
Fuck.
one gift?
Yeah, that's all
per
I got.
day?
I got like a DVD. That's all
Wait, no, do you get a gift a day?
Yeah, that's what the myth is, or maybe that's what other people got. I got some shit on day one.
So you guys
That was
didn't
it.
celebrate Christmas?
No.
Okay.
No, I was so jealous. All my friends always had like super dope things on Christmas, and I was just like, rad.
Yeah, like, what was that like? Like, is it weird? Like, because in high school and shit, or I mean, in school in general, like, they always had like the holiday parties. I mean, now it's technically a holiday.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Back then it was Christmas.
It was shitty. I mean, my friends that I was talking about, they were also twins.
Yeah.
And they were like super competitive where like if one got one, the other had to get the same thing.
Yeah.
So it was just like they just got endless shit, gifts and
Yeah.
gifts and gifts. And I was always kind of like, what the fuck? Like, why don't I get this shit?
Yeah, that's wild. That's wild how different it is for sure.
But they turned out to suck. So
They turned out to suck.
Yeah.
Did you have a bat mitzvah?
no, that's for girls.
What is it?
Bar mitzvahs for
See, I
dudes.
thought it was a bar mitzvah, but I
Yeah.
thought I was pronouncing it wrong, and I was trying to be ahead of the game.
Bar is for guys, and bat is for females.
So what is a bar mitzvah?
It's basically like a coming of age thing.
What did you have to do though?
So, from what I can remember, you have to learn how to speak Hebrew first of all, which I didn't.
You didn't learn how to do it?
Fuck no. I wanted no part of that. I didn't care at all. It's a different language.
You always didn't care about it though?
None. Not from. I mean, maybe when I was like 5.
Yeah.
But I always hated going to Sunday school. I fucking hated doing
Yeah,
these
I
stupid
hated it,
holidays.
too.
Like,
I hated Sunday school. Your parents were your parents like were they real religious?
No, my dad doesn't give a
Okay.
fuck.
Okay.
My mom keeps kosher and she like goes on holidays, but
What do you mean?
so keeping kosher is like eating. Like you can't have shellfish, any bottom feeding. So like clams, oysters, shrimp, lobsters.
You can never have that.
No,
Jesus.
because I want to say you can't have pork either, but I could be wrong on that. But I think you can have pork.
I mean,
No pig products.
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, I think that the majority of religions don't allow pork.
And you can't have meat and cheese or dairy and meat on the same plate at any time.
And she does
in the
this?
same meal.
She still rocks this?
Yeah.
Jeez.
So like growing up, I didn't have a cheeseburger till I was like, I want to say like 15, something like that.
Really?
Because it's dairy and meat.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah. A
Like
cheeseburger.
I never had shrimp. I never had lobster. I didn't have any of that stuff.
You like all that stuff now, though?
Yeah, I love shrimp. I mean lobsters, man.
Does your dad eat whatever?
He eats whatever the fuck he wants.
That's cool, though.
So, yeah, he never cared. She was always like, they made the deal with me. They were pretty much like, listen, like, go until you get your bar mitzvah, and then you never have to fucking step foot in that place again.
Same thing
so I was
with
like,
me.
bet, let's do this.
Same
so
thing with me.
I literally, I had to go to a coach, like an after school coach.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask
Who
you.
was supposed to like teach me this like passage in the Torah, which is like the script, like I guess like the Bible version of.
They have an episode in Hey Arnold. You've
It's
probably
actually
never
like
seen.
I think it's actually the Old Testament. I believe so.
I'm the worst person.
I don't know, but like I think there's like before Jesus and then after Jesus. I think the before Jesus shit is like the Hebrew stuff.
I honestly, I wouldn't even know if you're
I don't
feeding me
fucking
lies
know.
or not.
I don't know.
It's interesting though. Religion is crazy to me because I'm trying to talk to. I'm trying to get like a priest on here, but I want to talk to a priest that's like kind of open minded and that isn't just going to be like, nah, you're wrong. You're going to burn in hell.
And I mean, listen, I understand the concepts of it. I understand like
I get it too.
I understand the good things of it, but like I also had like those same friends who I was like, now they suck. They would literally tell me like straight face. They'd be like, "You're going to hell because you're Jewish."
Yeah,
and I'm like,
100%.
"You're my friend. Fuck you. Like, what do you mean?"
Dude, one time I got I'd say after my grandfather died, I kind of got like as close to religious as I was. I just got very, very like interested about it. So I had this girl who I was like best friends with for years, and she was like, you know, regular girl, but then she became like a born again Christian, and you know, very, very like hardcore, like not like shove it down your throat type hardcore, but you know, still she was proud of being, you know, like a practicing Christian, but like, which is cool. I'm fine with that.
Yeah,
but
don't, you know,
me and her had a conversation one night for like 4 hours. Like, you know, I asked like one question about ghosts, and it went all the way to me like she was telling me to my face like, you know, your dad doesn't like I was like, yeah, my dad doesn't go to church. Like my mom only goes like every once in a while. I only go every once in a while. Like, I mean, I don't know what I believe in. This is whenever I was like middle school, high school, and she goes, yeah, I mean, if your dad doesn't believe or go to church, he's going to hell. And I just remember like her scaring the fuck out of me, like telling me that, and she was telling me that.
Well, that's
and,
what it does. It scares you.
Yeah, dude, it scares you, and it makes you feel like you have to start doing it, and that's why I feel like it's fucked up.
It is fucked up because it scares you to do this shit.
Exactly.
But the moment you do something wrong or fucked up, you go, oh, just confess and you're fine.
Dude, organized religion is insane.
I don't agree with it.
I know, I don't agree with it either. That's why I'd like to have a priest on here. But anyway, so we're going through high school and stuff like that. I think I was always curious, like after I started learning about like other religions and about how not all religions like practice like Christmas and everything like that. I always wondered what kids like thought about that. Like, because back whenever we were younger, it was still like Christmas. Like they still celebrate the actual like holiday name instead of just saying like holidays. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Because you can't generalize. Like
it wasn't until I started like dating that like I was exposed to like what Christmas was like, what other holidays were like, and stuff like that.
Yeah. What about Halloween?
Yeah.
You had Halloween?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't fucking know. He said, yeah.
We're not Jehovah's Witnesses over here.
I would have no idea. I'm so ignorant to it all.
Now, all American holidays still celebrated.
Okay.
All
That's
American.
convenient.
Just no
religious holidays.
Yeah, so just no Easter, no Christmas, no Ash Wednesday.
Who knows, dude?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, that's what's up, though.
Yeah.
That's interesting to know. And, like, I mean, I don't practice it at all.
I don't give a fuck. Just be a good person. That's all I care about.
Did you like your bar mitzvah?
No. All these other kids got, like, fucking lavish parties and crazy shit. I went to, like, an Italian restaurant and had some cake.
Can't beat that, dude.
I can't.
Italian restaurant.
I can't. But in retrospect, I don't want to sound like I'm hating. In retrospect, it was good because instead of my parents wasting thousands of dollars on a party from shithead kids that I don't even like, they definitely probably invested that money into something better for me. And
100%.
Yeah.
Now, whenever like I know that you're like you were talking about like being in a band and shit like that. Now, how did like your profession now? Explain what you do now.
So I am a professional photographer, videographer, and very shortly a barber, which has nothing to do with the other two.
Yeah, that's all right. So the barber shit we'll get to a little bit later. But how do you yourself get involved with like taking pictures? Like when does that all come in?
So I think it came around. I was always okay. So we got to back up a tiny bit.
Go ahead.
So during this middle school skater phase, I also got heavy into like CKY, Jackass, Bam Margera, like heavy, like fucked with it. Like that was my first tattoo, is the little heart that Bam has on his wrist. Like I got the same one after my 18th birthday. Like he was my dude. And,
how did you even get exposed to him if you didn't have cable or nothing?
So, and that was a wonderful thing about skateboarding, is that like I remember going to the skate shop like every week, just going in, picking up random fucking VHS tapes. And I remember me and my buddy brought home CKY 2 and we put it in, and instantly I was like, what the fuck is this? This is the best thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I probably played the shit out of that tape like over and over and over.
Is that the one where he has the pumpkin on his head?
No, that's CKY 1. This is the blue one. I think Rake's on the cover, and it's when they go to Iceland.
Oh yeah,
and Deco does like the Chinese freestyle and all that shit like that.
Does he go down the barrel?
No, that was an outtake from Viva La Bam, like years later.
Okay. Look
Sorry.
at you. You have all kinds of Bam Margera.
Bro, it's scary.
I know you have heartograms and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like so the skate. I mean that's true though. Like all the skaters, like you kind of got exposed to everything.
Yeah.
Around there, we had a skate shop called PA Cheapskates. It was like. That was a spot to go to. They always had all the dopest shit.
I remember I had the sickest like BAM board back then. It was I had the BAM audios, the BAM fucking everything. But I remember I had the sickest like skate deck, and you're fucking. I mean, I wasn't good. I wasn't bad at skateboarding, but I wasn't like amazing at it.
Yeah.
So like you go to the skate park, you can't show up with like a brand new deck.
Yeah.
So you just had to like fucking rub it along some ledges and scrape it up before you got there.
100% I did that.
Yeah.
100%
Yeah.
I did that.
To make
I
it
used to
look-
do that on my fucking tech decks.
Yeah, to make it look like you knew what the fuck you were doing.
Yep.
So
And then you get to the skate park, you can't do nothing.
I maybe dropped in on a 4-footer, and I'm like, yeah, that's good for me.
Oh yeah.
But yes, I remember just having the sickest deck, and I fucked it up. And now, if I had it back, it would be worth a lot of money, and two, I would hang that shit up in my office instantly.
Yeah. Well, now he's releasing decks, and they're just selling out.
He did. He went through like a run, and he sold, I think, 8 of his old decks. Not the one I wanted was not one of them.
Yeah.
But I remember every Wednesday at like 6 p.m. It was like it went live, and I think 20 minutes later they were sold out. But I remember I kept refreshing that button. I was like, this might be the one. This might be the one. And then it never was. So I was like, fuck it, whatever.
I remember was it an Element board?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
He always rode Element.
I remember he was always on there.
As far as I know.
Yeah. I
Unless-
remember he had a pink Element board. That was the one that I wanted. It was like pink, and it had the Element logo on like to the left of his name. His name said BAM on it, and then had the Element logo to the left. It had like a pink background on it.
I think I remember that one.
Yeah, it was dope for sure.
But yeah, so I got heavy into that. So the whole thing that came with that too is like liking that music. I started listening to like him and Cradle Filth and fucking CKY and all the bands that he rapped and put in his music videos and stuff like that, which also leads to this next point, is that I love the idea of like making films. So I picked up my fucking dad's Handycam camera, started making dumb skate videos, trying to do the same thing. And then at some point in my head I was like fuck, like I could do these with like a plot. I could start doing like actual videos.
Yeah.
So I started doing that with my friends and doing dumb shit like that. So I just loved filming stuff, editing it, and just doing that. So
What did you use to edit back then?
God, I think it was like Sony Vegas or something like that. It was just like some random program. I mean, they make it now and it's like pretty professional, but like at the time it was just like something. I went to Best Buy with my mom and I was just like, pick me something that says video editing.
So you were like the first one like of your friends that like got involved with all that shit?
Like photo, video?
Yeah.
I think I was the only one.
Now, how did you like progress your knowledge of it? Just like hands on doing it?
So it came to the point when I had to pick something for college, and I was like, I don't know what the fuck I want to do. Like, I don't want to do any of this dumb shit that everyone else is doing and sit behind a desk. No offense.
Yep.
But I just knew. I was like, it ain't for me. I was like, it's not happening for me. Like, I'm either gonna be in a band and fucking play music, or I'm doing something that does not involve that because I will kill myself.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, I'm gonna go to art school. And they were like, well, you can go to film school or you can do other shit. And I was like, well, I already know how to film. I was like, I get the concepts. Like, I'm not gonna go there and learn how to like hold the camera because I can fucking do it already.
Yeah.
I was like, I need to know the other shit, like the video editing and the post production, that shit. So I went for post production and did like After Effects and like, you know, like green screening and effects and like explosions and all that fun stuff. And then we also did a lot of 2D stuff too, and 2D by photo. So I was exposed to a lot of Photoshop and a lot of that stuff. So I did that for a while. And then I was sick of school and I was like, fuck it, I don't want to do this anymore. So I dropped out and I was like, I just want to make films. I want to film. I want to just do that. So I literally just Googled in my town or my area, and I was like, video production companies, and I sent every one of them an email, and I was like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I want to do this. If there's any chance I could work with you, like, please hit me up. And then one place hit me back, and it was a wedding company, which is how I started doing weddings.
Yeah.
And I basically trained with them for a good couple of years, and then once I felt like I had my knowledge, and I moved on and just did my own thing.
Yeah.
And at the same time, while I was learning, I was also hitting up bands.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. Like, while you were doing all this shit, like learning the wedding end of it, you were doing like music, like music videos and shit like that.
I wasn't doing them yet. I'd always wanted to, but I didn't know enough of like the industry of what I was doing yet.
Yeah.
So I kind of had to like get my feet wet, get some knowledge with like actual video and production and stuff like that. And then the hardest thing is making connects.
Yeah, for sure.
That's the hardest thing. Once you have a good in, you're set.
So like what were you doing to like try to make connections?
So it all spiraled from one place, and it's funny because it's not that's how things work. Is like it's never you're trying to do it and it works. It's like this happens, but then this leads to this, and this person knows this, and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
I posted on Craigslist that we were looking for a screamer or a singer for a music project. A guy hits me up. We start talking back and forth, and he's like, he joined the band, but like it never went anywhere. Nothing ever happened.
Yeah.
But one day he was like, hey, like, my buddies are playing a show. Like, do you want to go take photos of them? And I was like, sure, I'll do that. So I did that. And then I was doing that for a while, and it was just like local bands. And then from knowing one band, you kind of meet another, and then you meet another. And then I met a band that I saw them live, and I was like, you're fucking awesome. I know you're going places. Like, I want to work with you.
Yeah.
And then we went back and forth for a while, and eventually they were like, hey, come out and like shoot our set. And then I drove up to Rhode Island, and I did, and I made friends with them. We shot a few videos for them. And then I became really good friends with them, and they ended up taking me on tour, and then I met a whole different slew of
a whole bunch of other people.
Yeah.
Now, was it difficult? Like, how did you have an idea of the first video you wanted to do?
So I have crazy fucking ideas in my head, and like I always like I'll just like when I'm doing long drives or I'm sitting at home and I'm not doing anything, like I'll literally just write up or like think of treatments for videos. And
what is a treatment?
Like to pitch to someone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like the plot,
an idea of it.
Yeah. But then my like in my head, what I see in my head is just always like above the production value of what I currently know that I can do. Like,
Yeah.
unless someone blesses me with a huge budget, it's just
for
it ain't
sure.
gonna happen. So yeah, I mean, I don't remember what my first it wasn't like I went into it being like, I want to make this video.
Yeah.
It was like, contacted the band, we talked back and forth, they sent me the song, and then from hearing the song, I would or they would, in this case, they told me basically what they wanted. And they were like, we just want like a house party, blah, blah, blah. So I just filmed the house party.
Yeah.
It was fun.
And like how like after that you're just looking at footage and like trying to piece together some shit. Like if that's your first one, like how do you figure out like what you're trying to do? Just trying to feel it out.
So I got pretty lucky in the fact that from doing wedding videos, I had a pretty good understanding of how to edit to music.
Oh, okay.
Because all the when I do like the films and stuff, they're all set to music.
Yeah.
So I would always edit on certain points in the music, know how to loop the music when it hits to a certain point, and do that And so I was doing that for like 4 or 5 years at this point. So like I knew my way around an editing software and how to like edit to a piece of music.
Yeah, you have the tools.
So now it was just like creating the video that's going to go on top of that music.
That's what's up though.
So I spent, I don't even know, I've spent hours, probably years of my life just looking at music videos. Like I find them so fascinating.
Yeah, for sure. They say pictures worth like 1,000 words, but like a music video, it's like just a mini movie.
I would always judge bands and
off their videos. Absolutely.
If I saw a cool ass video, and I mean, there's definitely videos that I appreciate more now, knowing more about video production and like certain abstract shit and like stuff like that than back then when I was just like, I want to make the coolest fucking video,
Yeah.
But yeah, so I've always looked at music videos. I still look at music videos, and I basically saw the shots they were getting, and I tried to replicate that as well as possible, and that was an easy one because I wasn't telling a story. There was no storyline aspect of it.
Yeah.
So it was just band shots, fun performance, people partying in a fucking house party.
Now, whenever people hit you up to do videos,
Yeah.
do people sometimes obviously sometimes people probably have ideas of like kind of what they want?
I'd say like 80% of the time they have a pretty solid idea of what they want.
So if they don't have an idea though, is there people that will just be like, what do you think? Like kind of tell me what you want to do.
Yeah. There's definitely times when people come to me and say like, hey, like we have the song, we want to do a video for it. We have like a rough outline, or like we have some ideas, but we'd love to hear like what you're thinking when you hear it.
Yeah.
And I'd say most of the time we're pretty similar on how it comes out.
Yeah.
Like I said, I always have like crazy ass concepts in my head. So sometimes like,
yeah, I mean, you could probably put in some ideas like
Yeah.
regardless of like what the song is and everything. Now,
Yeah.
if you're asked to do a video, do you just like do you tell them, all right, send me the track, and like do you like listen to it a bunch and
Yeah.
like kind of like
oh yeah,
get a feel for it?
mm-hmm. I always do.
Yeah. Now, what about doing music for like bands that like you're not a fan of? Like, obviously, you have to do shit with like anyone who has a job is doing work for people that
Right.
like they might not be particularly like their style. So, like, what is that like to
I mean, so most of the bands and artists that have worked with me kind of come from the same genre,
Yeah.
and almost the same music scene.
Yeah.
So I generally do like everything that I get to work with. I don't know if there's any. I don't think there's ever been like a project where I was like, oh fuck, like I really don't feel this.
Oh yeah.
And if I do feel that, like if I get the track and I'm just like not feeling it, or I'm like, what the fuck is this? I'm just kind of like, I mean, if you really want me to do it, I'll work with you, but like I might not be the best person
Well, that's
for
cool
the job.
that you do that though. Like instead of just like
It's their artistry too. I want them to leave knowing like that they have a product that I gave a shit about giving them.
yeah. I mean, like I feel like a lot of people don't care about that though.
Yeah.
Whenever I say a lot of people, I'm saying like some people might get the opportunity for a job and just be like, oh yeah, dude, I'll definitely do it, and not give a shit about it.
Now I've definitely shot photos for bands where I was like, I fucking hate this band.
Yeah.
But like,
I mean, I get
but
it.
it's a photo, so it's not like I don't. there's no sound behind it. So
Yeah.
as long as it's a good image,
I guess
it's a good image.
if it's your job though to be a live music photographer, you kind of got to take with what you get.
I had to shoot AWOL Nation once. I never want to hear fucking Sail again.
Yeah, I hate that song too. That's funny. So, like you said, you went on tour with like Mayday, Mayday parades. Like, I mean, huge deal. Like, how did all this shit stem? I mean, it has to be from known people, right?
So once again, things happen when you're not trying to get them to happen. So I was at a point in my creative like life when I was pretty much like, I wasn't overdoing video, I wasn't overdoing photo. I had just kind of like almost like worn myself out a little bit from mainly like weddings and stuff like that. I was doing a lot of weddings. I was doing like 40 weddings a year, and I was just like fucking drained.
That's insane.
So yeah, and they weren't my weddings; they were for another company. So I was doing all the work, and I wasn't not making money, but I wasn't making as much as I should have.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck it. I was like, what else can I do? I was like, I wanted to do, once again, I went back to like, I want to do something creative, but I don't want to like just work at like some fucking job. So I was like, I want to work with my hands. I was like, maybe I'll do like a trade. I was like, I love woodworking. I was like, maybe I'll do something with woodworking. So I reached out to like a few like guitar companies, a few drum companies. And I was like, hey, like I've been in the industry. Like I was a photographer. I do video, but like, do you have any openings like in your shop? Like I want to I'll work making instruments, you know? And the dude from SJC Drums, Mike, raddest dude I know, hit me up and was like, hey, like shop's kind of full. Like we're not really hiring the shop right now, but like you said you do photo and video.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah. He's like, come on down. Like, let's talk. So I drove up to Massachusetts and sat down and talked to him. And he basically laid out that they were looking for someone who was going to do content for them. And I was like, sure, why not? So I did a few shop videos for them. They put me on, and then from there they had the connects. Because SJC Drums was like the mecca for I'd say alternative bands that went and got their drums. Like every band you'd ever seen probably had.
Yeah, I still
SJC.
see people with them all the time.
Like Panic, We the Kings, Mayday. Trying to think, Issues.
So you got hired to be a content provider for them.
Yes.
How old were you?
Oh, God, I want to say like 23, 24, something like that.
So like you just went there and they were like, hey, we're gonna hire you to do this, and they would just give you different jobs to like, kind of go on and do.
Yeah, so they would be like, if like we kind of sat down and talked about like kind of like the videos we were gonna do.
Yeah.
And they just wanted to get artists talking about their drums and what made them play it and what kind of stuff like that. So
I get what you're saying.
If an artist was coming to town, they would put me on the list. I would go like talk to the dude, get an interview with him, shoot their set, put together a little couple minute video of like just an interview like interlaced with like their footage and stuff like that. Them playing the drums.
Yeah.
And they put me on a lot of things. They are the reason that I got to do a lot of the tours that I was on. And the one specifically with Mayday, SJC actually went out on tour themselves to promote their drums. So I was supposed to do strictly photo for them.
Yeah.
And then Mike hit me up and was like, hey, like, we kind of need like a driver for the bus. Like, would you be interested in doing it? We could pay you way more. And I was like, never driven a fucking bus before, but fuck it, let's do it.
Yeah.
So flew out, started driving the bus, and that was the tour I was on. I was the bus driver for SJC Drums.
How was that?
It was fun. It was probably one of the best experiences of my life. I got to see the whole country. Some of the drives are fucking rough though. Like,
yeah,
there's some 19, 20-hour drives.
It was just you, or were you with other people?
So on that tour, it was Mike, his wife, This dude Ricky, who's the fucking man, and myself and Zoe, their dog, which is the cutest little dog ever.
And like you guys were just traveling around.
Yeah, we followed the whole tour. We did all of the stops that the other bands did. We set up a table every night and brought, we had a road case. We brought drums in, and then when I shot the show or slept in the bus, Ricky and the guys would be at the merch table and basically just promote the company.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah.
So you got to work with a bunch of different bands?
Yeah. So on that tour, it was As It Is, who are my boys, This Wildlife, Mayday Parade, and Jesus. No, not Jesus. He wasn't on that tour. Real Friends.
And how long was it?
I want to say, I could be wrong, but I want to say it was like a 2-month thing, like a one or 2 month thing.
That's not bad. That would be a cool experience, I feel.
Because I remember I left, I think pretty much right after I met Katrina, and then I came home the day of Thanksgiving. So
That's crazy.
there's a lot of blurs in between.
I bet.
Yeah.
So originally this idea for this podcast, what I wanted to talk about was like Warped Tour, but you were involved with like so much wild shit, and like I said, like we're pretty close now, I feel, but I didn't know too much shit about you whenever you were before you became a Yinzer.
Not there yet.
Yeah, not there yet. But I wanted to talk about Warped Tour because
Yeah.
Warped Tour is tomorrow,
Yeah, sure is.
and like it's
The last one.
it's legendary for like anyone that was ever involved in that scene whatsoever, whether
Yeah.
you just went to shows or toured around with these people. But yeah, tomorrow's like the last nationwide tour of Warped Tour.
So 2018 is the last full nation run of Warped Tour.
yeah,
Tomorrow will be the Pittsburgh date. And it sucks that it's coming to the end, but I completely understand why.
why do you think it is?
Because, and this is going to be a sensitive topic, but I don't give a shit.
That's all right.
There's a lot of predatory things that happen in the music industry, and a lot of them are fucked up and they shouldn't happen. But there's also,
What do you mean whenever you say that? Like, what does that mean? I couldn't even understand what the hell you're talking about.
like, there's a lot of, you hear stories of bands taking advantage of like underage girls.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Doing
For
stuff
sure.
like that, discriminating against like women, like people that work there, like in the
Yeah.
industry, are like, discriminated against, and like,
That makes sense.
and it's fucked up when those things do happen. But recently, and I think it's just how our entire like culture has become as like a fucking country or like a world, is that we're in a culture where as soon as something is reported or said online, it's like
Gospel.
it's judge, jury, and executioner.
Yeah.
And people's lives and careers get ruined
Immediately
over
without-
something that may or may not even be true.
Yeah, may or may not even be true. And like, a good example is like that Chris Hardwick shit. It's like, who knows what's going on with it? But like in the beginning, it made it seem like that girl, whoever the fuck, whatever her name is, she made it seem like that he was like, like a monster.
Yeah.
Like, which is, if he was, then like he deserves what he got. But like,
Listen, if these things actually happen, and if these
Yeah,
people,
then-
the people should come and talk out, and they should say
I
what
agree.
happened, and these people should be put on blast, and they should get fucked.
I agree 100%.
But it has to be proven.
It has to be proven because, like, I mean, it's fucked up because you can never like question someone being like raped or like sexually assaulted because it's like, I mean, if they're lying, if you're questioning them and they're telling the truth
And you don't believe them.
and you don't believe them, then that's terrible, and like that's super unfortunate. But there's 100% situations where girls are just out there trying to like get a quick publicity.
They want their 15 minutes of fame.
Yeah, that's all it is. And like I mean, like I said, if Chris Hardwick or whoever of these people did what they actually did, then fuck them. But
Yeah.
if they didn't, and like these women like come out and just say some out of pocket shit,
Yeah.
like their whole entire career should not get ripped apart from under them,
Right.
unless it's proven.
Right.
If it's proven,
So
peace.
this brings me to my point is that there's a band called Neck Deep,
Okay.
and I have my facts on this. I think pretty much 95% correct, but
Okay.
some of it could be a little bit different. There was a guitarist who he was accused of that kind of stuff with an underage girl,
Yeah.
and as soon as it happened, the internet blew up, and was like, fuck them, kick them off these tours. They shouldn't be a band. Like,
Yeah.
fuck this person. He's like, a rapist and all this stuff. And he was like, look, he's like, I didn't do this. He's like, I did none of this. He stepped down from the band, went to the cops, went to the police, opened up a police report on himself and said, please investigate. Please investigate and find some shit because I guarantee you I didn't do this.
Really?
And as far as I know, whether he did or didn't, I don't personally know this guy, so I don't know.
Yeah.
But he went to the police. They did the report, came back, and the police were like, you're right. You didn't do anything. You did nothing wrong. But this dude's career, he still stepped down from the band. He left the band.
Yeah. So he's still not in it.
I don't think he rejoined.
Yeah. I mean, like,
So
that's,
what? Maybe and maybe he doesn't give a shit. But like, I would think that if you spend that much time and effort to make it as a band and put in those hard hours and whatever, just to leave because you have to nowadays in this public
yeah, dude.
eye. To lose all that and to be cleared and still lose it all is like, that's fucked up.
Everything is so volatile because it's like it's so. I mean, it's good that everyone's like discussing things.
Yeah.
Like it's part of the reason why I'm doing this shit is just like talking about things and like it's good to be able to talk about people that have like open mindsets. But like it's I think it's ridiculous that like the whole that people's whole lives are just ripped apart just by the words of someone else. Like,
Right.
who the fuck is that person? Like, I'm sure that
Right.
I'm sure that 95% of the people that are telling these stories are telling the truth, but like, there has to be them few stories where they're lying.
That just happened with Brand New.
What do you mean?
Once again, I think this is. I don't want to go on here on
I'm
record.
not into the old gossip. I'm not up on the gossip.
I'm pretty sure the same thing happened to the guy from Brand New,
Jesse
And-
Lacey?
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure some people came out and were like,
A lot of people have said that he's like been
A
messing around
scumbag.
with you. Yeah, but if
I
you
mean,
think
he could
about
be.
like any lead singer, Johnny Craig, Chiodos, like Craig Owens, we were just talking about this the other day. It's like
yeah. So
it's a slippery slope being a
But-
fucking icon,
Right.
in a world in like a music scene.
you're easy to attack.
Easy
because
to
people know
attack.
you have stuff and they can take it.
I mean, it's
And
not
especially
even
now.
that, but it's also like there's also young girls that are like, I'm 100% 18 and like I'll
I've
definitely fuck
I've
you.
definitely seen the other end of it. Just being in that environment on tour is that like it takes two. I've never seen a band member drag someone onto their bus against their will.
Yeah.
It's these people want to fucking go on there.
100%,
They
dude.
line up for hours and they want to fucking get on the tour bus to go hang.
But
with the
if
band
you're
members.
rich and you're like, or not even rich, but if you're like, a person of that holds a position of power, like
Yeah.
someone in a band or something, like you got to understand that your career is like, I mean, you're fucking tiptoeing, so you better check. I'd be checking IDs. I would tell
at
the
the door of
security
the bus.
I would tell security like, do not let any of these fucking girls in there unless they're 18. If they're
And-
18, that's their
And then they have-
choice.
what if they have a fake ID? You're fucked. You're still fucked.
You're fucked, dude. So that's what I mean. It's a slippery slope, but like, I mean, if you're a rock star, like whether people want to think about that or not, like that is the main reason people want to do that is to just fuck chicks and get paid and just travel around and make music. Like that's really what it is like,
Yeah.
like that's the rock star lifestyle, drugs, sex, and rock and roll and shit. And it's like, I mean, if people were caught up in the moment, touring around the world, like, I don't know, dude. There's no excuse for it.
No, there's not. But so getting back to the whole Warped Tour thing is
Yeah.
that this was happening. This has been happening
Yeah.
for the past couple of years. It's just gotten worse and worse and worse and worse. And like, there's been more allegations every year for whatever band. And then people are unhappy and they say, "Oh, well, Warped Tour supports sexism, and Warped Tour supports people being abused and that kind of stuff." And I think Kevin Lyman, who runs it, was pretty much like, well, fuck it then. Like, I'm trying to provide this space for you kids to come and have a good time and listen to music, but it's not worth the fucking shit I'm getting over nothing. So he's pretty much like, fuck it, I'm shutting it down then.
I bet that has to be it. I mean, I would have no idea. I haven't been there for years, but I mean, you see a bunch of like bigger name artists. I mean, we also don't live in like the biggest area, so Pittsburgh's not really like the best music city. So like you don't see a lot of the biggest bands. You see them dropping their Pittsburgh date and everything. Yeah. It's curious. I mean, it's interesting about Warped Tour though, because I mean that's like fucking legendary. Like, when did it start?
Didn't they just have their 20th anniversary?
I mean,
something like that.
I don't know, but I know it was like,
definitely around before me. I want to say like 97.
Yeah, that sounds right. So
Warped Tour was my first ever show.
Mine was Weird Al Yankovic.
Warped Tour 05. That's how far
that was the first one?
Yeah.
Who were you trying to see that time?
God, there were so many good people on that bill that whole day. It was like a Treyu, Avenged Sevenfold. God, I don't even remember more.
Yeah, it was like you could not
Fall Boy MCR.
You literally could not see all the bands back then. I remember. I mean, all of our friends. Like, I mean, I was heavy into the music scene with everyone. We would all go, and it's just like you have to pick and choose what bands you would go see. Like, and there would be like the main ones where you would have to see them. Yeah. And there was other bands you would fill in.
That is one thing that's rad about being on the tour, is that like you don't have to worry about that. It's kind of stress free. You're like, if I miss them today, fuck it, I'll go see them tomorrow.
Yeah, I bet.
They did some cool shit though for certain dates. Like last year, do you know who Beartooth is?
Yeah.
You know who Silverstein is?
Yeah.
So I think it was actually the Pittsburgh date, because it torrentially downpoured. Not last year, maybe it was 2 years ago. I don't remember. But they did a Silvertooth set where it's like they combined the band members and they did like a Silverstein and Beartooth, and they did like,
that sounds familiar.
Yeah. So
were you like a now? In your personal experience, what was the weather like every time you went to Warped Tour?
When I was working it, or when I went?
No, whenever you went there.
Like just as a kid?
Yeah, like every single Warped Tour I've ever been
Hot
to.
as shit.
It's been the hottest and it rained.
That's a Pittsburgh thing. Every time I've gone in New York, in Boston, it was just always hot as shit.
Yeah, it's
never rained, just hot as dick all day long.
Yeah, and then you would see like the girls that would like covered in makeup, have all their hair and shit done, and it's just like every other dude that's there is just in a tank top, a neon color tank top with some fucking skate shoes and like your cut jean shorts.
You remember the days before they gave out free water?
I didn't know they gave out free water.
They do now.
I remember paying like $4.50 for water.
Oh yeah,
but you could walk by and get a free can of Monster Energy from the Monster bus.
Yeah.
And I didn't even drink it back then, but I was like, fuck it, it's free.
Did you know that all the Monster cans that the artists drink on stage are water?
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. It's called Monster Tour water.
No way.
Yeah.
Jeez.
That was some marketing right there, huh?
Yeah, that's awesome. It makes me wonder about like the UFC, because some UFC fighters have like a Monster, or they did, because now there's like an Adidas sponsorship thing, but like UFC fighters used to walk out with cans of Monster.
Were they chugging them before?
No, they were just cans, but you're just
then
like,
that's probably the cans.
Yeah, but like it like the post fight press conferences and shit like that, they would have Monster cans and things like that.
That's probably the real shit.
I know, but like I don't know if fucking these elite athletes are chugging Monsters and shit.
Maybe.
That's wild that you said that. What other kind? You got any other crazy stories about that shit?
In terms, like I said, going there, or
no, like the secrets, like you just told me about Monster Energy drinking.
I don't know if it's a secret.
I never knew that's a secret to me.
I mean, they have them in all the bins backstage and stuff like that. They're just cans that are branded with Monster.
Yeah,
it does say water on it. It says tour water on it, but if you're a kid in the crowd, you're just looking at someone on stage drinking a Monster can. You don't see that. You just think it's a Monster.
What's have you seen it? Like, what's the craziest thing you've seen in your experience of either working or being there?
The craziest thing I've seen was the first night we joined the tour, when I was on it with my boys in Trophy Wives, who no longer exist but are now Makeout, who are playing tomorrow. So I get to see them.
Are they a different band now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Member changes and name change.
That's what's up.
Yeah. But the first night we got onto tour. So do you know about the warped barbecues?
Nope.
Okay. So pretty much anytime that there's not a 7-hour drive after Warped Tour,
Yeah.
after the show closes down, all the bands get together. Usually one band on the tour is tasked with cooking for that night, and it rotates. And they go to one of the amphitheaters, just one of the behind the stages in a parking lot, and they set up a big-ass barbecue fryer, and they have hot dogs and hamburgers and beers.
That
and,
shit goes on?
every day.
Jeez.
It costs like $1, and all the proceeds go to like funding the next one. So whatever band has to get the supplies for like the next barbecue and that kind of stuff.
That's dope though.
So it's a good way for everyone to like chill out and like hang and meet the other people on the tour.
Yeah,
And
so like it's like open. Everyone's
Yeah.
just like going around and shit.
so the first night we're there, they're having a barbecue.
Yeah.
And so like for instance today they're in Massachusetts. Tomorrow they're in Pittsburgh. So there's probably no barbecue tonight because they got a long ass fucking drive tonight.
Yeah.
But tomorrow there's probably a barbecue because they're only going to like Toronto. So we were at the barbecue and everyone's like, oh, okay, like some shit's happening in the amphitheater. Like Kevin's out there dealing with some shit. And we're like, all right, like let's go fucking check it out. Like everyone's like talking about it. So we like went in there and like meanwhile, like we're fucking nobodies, you know, like we're just like we're not like a big crew, like we're not like anyone important, like we're just there, like basically behind the scenes. So we show up and it's basically like a, what's the right word for it? It's like a summit of all the bands deciding if they should kick off Johnny Craig from the tour.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah. He's in the center with Kevin and it's just a fucking roasting session from everybody else. And maybe roasting is not the right word because
It was like the Warped Tour board.
No, it was like every band. Every band was there.
Oh my God.
And they were just taking turns, and they were basically saying, we want him to stay or we want him to leave. Like, kick him off the fucking tour. I don't remember exactly what happened, but I believe he contacted a fan to bring him drugs, got caught at the merch table, and then in a separate incident, I think, like sexually harassed like either a girl that was working merch or just another person who was on the tour, another person's merch girl.
He was pretty
like
known to be a piece of shit.
Yeah, it sucks.
It sucks because he's incredible.
Yeah, he's an incredible singer, but he's a piece of shit human being.
Yeah. That's insane.
But so I guess it goes beyond that, and they were pretty much saying I guess at the time, I don't know what happened from this. Like, I don't know what resolved. They did end up getting kicked off the tour. It was when he was in Slaves, so Slaves got kicked off the tour.
Yeah.
But he was supposed to be in rehab, like sober, like not drinking, not doing drugs, any of that stuff. And I think at the time, right before he left for tour, he found out that his like fiance or something was like cheating on him or something like that. And so the argument was like, well, he's in a safe space here with people who give a shit and like are on the tour, and like we can watch after him and make sure that like he doesn't like fucking spiral off the deep end.
Yeah.
Whereas if we send him home, he's gonna be by himself dealing with this drama with just himself, and he's probably gonna like end up dead because he like overdosed on some shit. So like
That's true.
But then people were like, well, you can't fucking give him a hall pass because he
just gonna
sexually
keep
like
doing
harassed
it.
this girl and like told fans to bring drugs to him. Like there has to be some consequences. So it was kind of back and forth. I'd say it was like 70-30 for him to leave, and eventually he did get kicked off.
It's definitely interesting though
Yeah.
to like see things.
But
like
we were
that.
we were fucking standing there, and I was like, it was one of those things where I was almost like, I feel like we shouldn't be here.
Yeah.
Kind of like
you're like overstepping your
this,
boundaries.
yeah, like almost like this is above our pay grade.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like I popped some popcorn. I was like, this is fucking great.
Yeah, I know, right? You're Michael Jackson eating popcorn. See what's about to go on. I remember hearing like all the bad shit about him, and like he definitely had a bad rap. Fucking Craig Owens had a bad rap.
Yeah.
A lot of them dudes had a bad rap. Jesse Lacey had a real bad rap.
This is why Warped Tour is coming to an end.
You think that's why?
I think it's a big reason.
And I mean, like I never really thought about it. I thought
Just
it
think
was
about the lawsuits. If that shit happens to like some fan, or if if Johnny Craig molests a girl and then she goes fucking like that's under Warped Tour. Like Warped Tour is getting sued. Someone's getting sued.
Yeah.
The venue's getting sued. The venue gets sued. They fucking will sue Warped Tour because they're the ones that are renting it from them. Like, I'm
mean,
sure
like,
there's
realistically, like, what other reasons would it be? Like, like I was thinking as far as like music being on like.
I mean, it's possible it's not profitable anymore.
Yeah.
It's possible like attendance dropped and like they just aren't making the profits that they saw to sustain a full tour because I mean it's a lot of man work that goes into it. Like crew wise, you like those motherfuckers set up those stages. Like there were days we got in at like 9, and it was just a bare fucking parking lot.
Yeah.
And they set the whole fucking thing up, set it up in like 2 hours, and it's incredible how fast like they set it up.
Now, is there each venue has their own crew to do that, or is there a crew that
the
travels?
crew travels and does that? I think the only thing that the venue provides is security.
Really? Mm-hmm. Jesus.
Which also helps in our favor sometimes because they don't always know what the fuck is up.
Yeah.
So if you don't have the right pass for something and you're trying to get somewhere, fake it till you make it.
Yeah.
And hope the security just kind of flash them a pass real quick and hope that they don't ask too many questions.
That's pretty wild. So where was your favorite place you went so far?
On Warped Tour or just like on tour?
Anywhere as far as work. Could have been weddings, could have been anything. Like, what's your favorite thing that you've done so far?
I mean, it's in a separate category, but like Italy was fucking dope and Germany was fucking dope.
And what did you go there for?
Italy was a wedding.
Okay.
And Germany, we filmed so basically we worked for a corporate company that I, to this day, still don't know what they do. But I believe it had something to do with like fixing businesses or like going in and like helping businesses succeed, but like Fortune 500 businesses and shit like that. But it was always like super confidential, like NDAs, like you weren't allowed to say like where I worked or like what I was filming for and stuff like that. But I guess so every year they do like a partner retreat for like all their partners.
Yeah.
And this year they rented out this like Alpine fucking hotel in Austria. Austria? Yeah. Yeah, Austria. And it was all, so the whole hotel was just them and us, the film crew. It was just me and 2 other dudes. And they put together it was like a musical retreat. Like it was everyone who played music. And then so they went for like a week. They got there and then they started practicing and they had like they had like a chamber orchestra and then like some other crazy shit, and then they had like acoustic sessions with like guitars, and then they had like a rock band.
This happened recently?
No, this was like I want to say it was like 2012, 2013.
Oh, I was gonna say like this. You didn't go there whenever I've known you.
No.
Germany though, that's pretty crazy.
I'll tell you, it was right about when I was 24 or 25 because it was right when I started drinking.
Oh yeah, so you never. Oh yeah, fuck. Okay. Okay, so you have a straight edge tattoo.
I do.
Okay, so where does that even come from growing up?
Okay, so
man, I'm so happy you said that.
Yeah, growing up, there was never, I guess it's stemming from high school, that kind of stuff. My friends never drank. I never drank. We never went to like parties and drank underage. We never did any of that shit. Like we always thought that was like super loser. We were like, oh fuck that. Like
for people that don't know, straight edge means like you don't drink, you don't do drugs, you don't alter your.
I mean, there's a lot of different words. I when I was straight edge, it was like no drinking, no drugs, no like cigarettes. That's pretty much how I put it.
Yeah.
Because I mean, people go as crazy to say like caffeine is a drug.
Really?
So there's people that are like super, super crazy about it and be like, no caffeine. Like you're breaking edge if you have fuck that.
You're breaking edge.
So yeah, we never drank, never did any of that shit. And then I remember it was right around my like 17th, 18th birthday or something like that. Went in for a normal like doctor checkup, and the dude was like, "You're all good, bloods are good, but by the way, you're like allergic to alcohol." And I was like, "What?" And he's like, "Yeah, like you're allergic to alcohol." And I was like, "So what happens if I drink it?" And he was like, "You'll probably get really sick. You could possibly die." So I was like, "Fuck it." I was like, "All right, well then I just won't drink. Like never did it before, don't have to do it." So like it was never a big issue for me. I was just always like, "Cool, like not gonna drink." And then I was like, I found out about straight edge, and I was like, "Oh, rad! Like there's other people that don't drink." So
yeah,
and I never smoked cigarettes or weed or anything like that. I just not for me.
Yeah.
So I was basically just already straight edge. So I was like, all right, cool.
That's a good point. Now,
And then
what's up with you're not allergic to alcohol though?
No. At least I don't think so.
Why the fuck how would he even?
So the way it's been explained to me, because I did go ahead. It was right around when I was like 24, and like my friends were pretty much like, "Hey, like you should get that checked again." And I had never thought about it since then. I was like, "Yeah," I always took his word for it. I was like, "Well, he's a doctor. He fucking knows what he's talking about." So I was like, "All right." So basically, I went to the doctor, and I was like, "I'll get this checked again." And he was like, "No, like you're good." I was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Yeah, like just like don't overdo it." He's like, drink. You could drink in proportion, just a normal amount, and you should be fine. And I guess it's something with my liver. It's something I looked into it a bunch of times where it's like, if this certain thing happens, I would get like jaundice, like you know what that is?
Yeah.
So I would get like
turn
that.
Yellow, right?
Yeah, get sick, blah blah blah, all this stuff. But the way it was explained to me was that it was brought on by body stress. So by me drinking, it would put stress on my liver, which would in turn put stress on my body, which could trigger these symptoms.
Yeah.
Now, in all the years since that I have been drinking, even nights when I fucking went hard, like I never was like, I'm turning yellow. Like I've never like noticed like symptoms of. I've never been like, oh, I feel like I'm dying. So like,
so what made you want to start drinking? Like, because you didn't drink until you were
24.
24?
Yeah.
What makes you start? Like, did you drink? You not drank at all? Like,
None.
Not a sip.
I was always afraid. I was always like, I'm gonna fucking die. Like, I went. There would be times when I went to like restaurants and I'd be like, oh my god, what if he gives me like an alcoholic beverage by accident? Like, what if there's like rum in this? Like, what if he gives me something else?
It would be scary as fuck.
So I was always just like super like not about it. From my point of view, because I never had the choice to not drink, I always felt super like robbed.
Yeah.
Where like when my friends did become of age, when we did become 21, that kind of stuff, and everyone started going out, going to the bars, I never wanted to go because I was like, fuck this. I was like, I'm gonna go and like just fucking stand around and drink water, and like all these other people are gonna be enjoying themselves.
Yeah,
and,
what
like,
I do at the bar.
But like I didn't dance, I didn't like do any of that stuff. I was like super like socially awkward, so it's like I just felt super out of place because then everyone else is like drinking and having a good time, and I'm just there like a fucking jackass being like, cool.
Yeah, you feel like the weird guy who's not participating.
100%. And like I definitely like it definitely caused like super drama in like my past relationships because like they would always want to go out and drink and just be like normal kids, like normal like that's what you do when you're 20,
sorry, I don't want to fucking sit in the bar for 7 hours.
But like because I had never been drunk, I like never understood in my brain of like what it felt like. I never like I could never place what it felt like. All I had to go off of were like movies.
Yeah, you never had like a I know.
So like you always see these like movies of like these chicks getting drunk and then like doing something stupid and cheating and doing all this shit. So like in my mindset, like that's all.
Yeah, you're just super insecure.
That's all I could think about. So I was always super like not okay with like my girlfriend at the time going out and drinking and doing that stuff. Plus, it like made me feel like super alienated because I was like, well, fuck, like this is not something I want to be a part of.
Yeah.
So then I guess when I got it checked and they were like, yeah, you can drink, I was kind of like, all right, well, like I want to know what this feels like. I was like, I want to just know. Like I spent so many years just being pissed and
wondering,
like not understanding like what it felt like, and then so my friends were just having a house party, and
that was your first time. Was it a house party?
First alcoholic drink was a shot of SoCo, and it's the worst.
SoCo. You might as well have 151.
I think we did. I think we were drinking like Hurricane and
Hurricane.
Whatever the Bacardi shit with all those pre-mixed
trash.
Zombie, and
you got like hammered that night.
I mean, for someone drinking for the first time, I mean, I was probably drunk.
Yeah.
But I remembered so distinctly, I like felt that shift and I was like, oh.
Yeah, you kind of feel like it's almost like if like, what's a good way to describe? Almost like your shoelaces are a little bit loose. You know what I mean? Like feels like a little bit shaky. Like I don't it's hard to describe for me because
I just remember being super like it opened me up. Like I was more like talkative.
Oh yeah.
Because like I'm the
let's your guard down.
I'm the most awkward person. Like I'm the worst.
I don't think you're that awkward at all.
Just the other day, we went to Shane's 4th of July party.
Okay.
And I introduced myself. Do you know Justin?
Which one? Whatever.
Well, one of Katrina's friends.
Yeah.
Met him, going to his wedding in a month. I introduced myself to him again. I walked in the door, I said, "Hi, I'm Dan."
And he was like,
"Yeah, I fucking know. We had like a conversation like 3 weeks ago." And I was like, fuck.
yeah, I mean, what do people expect now, though? Like, we're fucking adults. Like, you talk to new people. I mean, I get it. We should know, but I'll meet 1,000 people working at Threads, and, like, every time I'll be like, yo, what's up, dude? My name's Jack. And they'll be like, yeah, I know.
Well, I'm also the worst at, like, consumer interactions. I'm the worst. Like when I'm at the airport and they're like, "Have a safe flight." I'm like, "Oh, thanks, you too." And
Yeah.
then I'm like, "Fuck me!" Like they're not going anywhere.
Yeah, at the movies, yeah, enjoy your movie. Yeah, thanks, you too.
And they're like, "Well, I won't because I'm behind this counter." But
Yeah, because I'll be sitting here. That's fucking funny. I don't know, dude. That's interesting. It's pretty wild.
I will say, as shitty as it is, I learned the value of drinking as a business connection.
What do you mean?
I could be jaded, or just this is just a separate, unrelated thing. But I have found that someone who grabs a drink with someone, goes to the bar, kind of that kind of stuff. Whether it be a coworker, whether it be a boss, whether it be a client, I feel like those people connect more and they end up getting more work, if that makes sense.
Yeah, like kind of. Yeah, because like I myself,
because they let their guard down, you let your guard down, and you kind of end up.
And that
you end up
definitely
talking
makes
about,
sense.
You end up talking about bullshit that like you normally wouldn't ever talk about.
Yeah, dude. I think I've talked about this on here before, but like back whenever MySpace was around and like you'd meet someone random on MySpace, like you'd immediately start opening up to someone you don't know.
Right.
But I mean, I guess like with alcohol you could do that too. I mean, like I don't drink, so like I don't go out to people. I don't go out to like happy hours with people and everything like that.
Right.
So like for me, like I don't see
smoke?
that.
You smoke cigarettes or no?
No,
You used to, right?
I used to smoke cigarettes.
Did you ever like
Yeah, I get what you mean though. Like
go
now
on a
that-
smoke break with someone?
Yeah. Like
a
now that you
boss
say
or-
that, it's like you saying that like there's more of a connection if you go out and do that. I agree with
Yeah.
you. Like if you go out and you mingle and you have a drink or something, it's like almost like lets people know that you're not like a fucking stick in the mud.
You people get to know you on a personal level and not just
Yeah.
a work level.
That's a really good point, and I never ever took that in consideration at all because like I mean, we all know how I am. I'm just like, nah, like I ain't going.
Yeah.
But,
I used to be that way, and I think I lost out on a lot of, as shitty as it is, I think I lost out on a lot of like business opportunities or like just things like that because I was like never fucking about it. I was like, no, I don't want to go to the fucking bar.
Yeah, and
I don't smoke.
That makes crazy sense because it's like people were like, oh, this dude's a fucking like he's just boring. Like,
Yeah.
And
Which
people,
sucks because that's what our society is like, has funneled it down to, is that if you don't do drugs or drink, you're not cool.
I agree with what you're saying. The more and more that I think about that, and I've never really thought about that shit before, but it definitely makes sense. Now, you being at weddings,
Yep.
doing jobs and things like that at weddings, like how much do you get super? Do you feel a lot of pressure doing that?
In terms of what?
In terms of providing someone with something that is still memories from a very important day for the rest of their life.
Is it weird to say no?
No, because I think I assume that you were going to say no because I feel that you're very professional and like you've been doing it and you've been in the game for a minute.
I will say that there's times when I'm actually working, like the day of, the moment of, if shit doesn't go according to plan and I have to like quickly find a plan B or just like
figure some shit out.
Like I get stressed then, because especially when it's like their vows, where it's like if I'm fucking shooting, and I had this happen not too long ago. I was shooting their vows, and fucking grandma stands up with an iPad and just fucking blocks me out.
Yeah,
and
that's
I'm
crazy.
like, in the moment, I'm like, what the fuck do I do?
Do you feel nervous whenever you did your first wedding? That's what I should have asked you.
No, because Yeah, yes, for a different reason. I was nervous because it was my first time working for this video company, and I didn't want to let them down, and I didn't want me to look like a fucking asshole and not know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But at that time, it wasn't like I wasn't pressured about the people. Like, it was a job. It was like, as shitty as that sounds, like I didn't have any personal connection to these people, so it was like they were a job. I wanted to do my job well. I wasn't worried about their product.
Yeah.
Because it
makes
was
sense
the company's product.
Yeah, it's a company's product. And whenever you say that, like, you shoot the footage yourself, but you don't edit it.
So, I mean, this was, you said my first wedding. So this was like back in the day. Like,
How old were you when you first did your first wedding?
19,
And you're how old now?
29.
19?
Maybe not. Maybe 21.
Yeah.
Maybe 20. Because I've been doing it about 8 years.
Okay.
And I actually worked for the first, like, I started out editing. Before I ever shot anything, I started out editing. So they would bring the footage back,
Oh, okay.
and I would edit. So I would see what shots worked, what shots didn't work. I would see where people were positioned. I would see what angles they were getting and, like, what the rundown of the day was.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like a cheat sheet, because then when you're there and you're doing it for the first couple times, like, it's a fucking blur. Like, things are happening so fast, and, like, even with all the previous knowledge of editing it, I still found myself being like, what the fuck do I do now? What the fuck do I do now? And like, I did a thing where I edited first, and then I actually worked for about 6 months as an unpaid intern. I didn't make dick.
Really?
I just worked, and then eventually
kind of like learn things.
And then eventually I went on as an assistant, and I didn't have a camera, and I would just help out, carry bags, see how the day went. And then maybe at night, if like there was an extra camera open, shoot some dancing or something like that, something that wasn't crucial to the video.
Yeah.
And then from there, I moved up to a second shooter, did that for a while. From there, moved up to a first shooter, and then did the whole 9. And then I started my own company, and I just fucking do everything.
Yeah. So after you do a few weddings, though, like, it starts to be like you start to kind of understand like the language of how to film, like.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely things that are clockwork. Like, I could shoot a Catholic mass with my eyes closed.
Yeah.
Just because it's the same thing in the same order every single time. People do the same thing in the same way.
Do you do different? Like, have you done different religion
Yeah,
weddings?
I mean, I've done Jewish, I've done Catholic. I'm sure I've done some other sort of Christianity.
Have you done like Middle Eastern or anything? Like, is it because the girl who was the funeral director was talking about different like funerals and different religions?
I've worked one Indian wedding.
Yeah.
But not the full thing. And I will probably never work Indian weddings again.
Why is that?
They're just too much.
Yeah. I know it's like isn't it multiple days?
Yeah, sometimes it's 3 days.
Yeah, like, I mean, I can understand why you wouldn't do that, but
And this is gonna sound shitty, but if the money's there, if the price is right,
yeah,
I'll fucking do it.
Well, if it's 3 days of work, you gotta have like 3 days of pay,
right? But that's the problem is a lot of times it's 3 days of work, and they build the price is like for a 1 day wedding. Where I'm like, well, I could book 3 weddings and make triple the amount. So
that's a good point. It's interesting. It's wild though.
It's also I had a very hard time filming the Indian wedding when they were doing the traditional Indian ceremony because I don't understand Indian.
Yeah.
And I had no idea what the fuck was happening. So it threw my game off because I didn't know if they're doing their vows. I didn't know if they do vows. I didn't know anything that they were saying. It was all in Indian.
That's a good
So I was
point.
like, I don't know what's going to happen next. So I couldn't be prepared to like do anything. So it threw me off my game, and I was super uncomfortable.
That's a really good point because like if you don't know what's going on, like how the fuck are you supposed to know?
It's like someone who doesn't understand English trying to shoot a Christian mass, and they're like, well, are they doing their vows now? Like, what's happening? Like, you could be off fucking in the back corner shooting the ceiling, and they're doing their ring ceremony, and you don't know.
That's insane.
Yeah.
I never thought about that.
Yeah.
That's pretty interesting. So what's your plan now?
In terms of life?
Well, I know that you're soon going to graduate and become a barber.
Yes.
Now, what's like? Where did this come from? Like, you've always been into cutting hair, or
Never thought about it.
Well, you're now. I mean, like you're eventually going to be married to a badass bitch that is a the hair cutting queen.
Yeah.
The hairstyling queen around here.
Yeah, she was definitely a huge influence on it. To me, it came down to I found myself relying on my videography and my photography and my creativity as a means for money.
Yeah.
And it kind of wore me out to the place where I was like, I don't want to just fucking do this for a paycheck. Like, I want to like love what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So I was finding myself just having to take jobs and jobs and jobs and jobs that I necessarily
didn't want
to do.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then it was getting to the point where I was like, I kind of don't want to fucking do this anymore. But like, I love like doing that, like photography and videography.
I get what you're saying though, but like it's. I mean, if that's your
only source of income.
Yeah, if it's your only source of income, it's like there's a.
Plus, it's stressful. I mean, it's a very monthly. It's not consistent income.
Yeah.
I mean, weddings.
What are the wedding months?
I mean, wedding months are like now, so like summer and like fall's huge, and maybe you'll pick up one or two in the winter.
Yeah.
Maybe like 1 November, 1 December, but like. It's hard to be like during the summer, like killing it and making money, and then come the winter, you're like, do I have money to pay my bills this month? Like, am I gonna pay the mortgage on this house? Like, I don't want to be a fucking deadbeat to my girlfriend.
Absolutely.
So like, at that point, so this came up like pretty much like I'd say like a year ago, where I was like getting to that point and
trying to figure out something else to do to like steady income.
And for anyone who knows me, I'm like pretty heavily tattooed, like hands, knuckles, everything. So it came down to like, well, what the fuck can I do that is okay with me having my hands fully tattooed? I'm like, well, I'm either gonna work in a kitchen or become a chef, or I'm gonna cut hair. So we were in New York visiting my parents, and we walked past like a really nice barbershop, and I was like, damn, that place looks fucking sick. It's like almost like a tattoo shop.
Yeah.
And Katrina was like, well, why don't you just be a barber? And I was like, cool, I'll do that.
Yeah.
So it just went from there.
And now how much longer do you have until you're done?
Well, I was supposed to graduate last week, but
yeah,
that was. We've had some kids that graduated last week because they didn't miss any single time. But it pretty much, it's an hour program. So you just have to get 1250 hours. So now it's just me making up that time because I had to miss time during the school year for like work and stuff like that and weddings and stuff like that. So hopefully I only got 3 more weeks.
So you enjoy cutting hair? For not being someone who wanted to do it at all, you enjoy it?
I enjoy it because here's the thing. It's like anything. I like it when it's good, but there's also, but it's also school. Like, I'm still not out of school yet. So like, school brings in the fucking worst of the worst, like the dirtiest of the dirtiest fucking hood rats. And it's like, I don't want to fucking cut those people's heads. Like, they're dirty as hell. They haven't showered in 3 months. Yeah,
because it's all like the $6 haircuts that are like
the cheapest fucking shit you can get. So people, it's the cheapest people. So that's disgusting. But yeah, I like the idea of it. I like doing a haircut and it coming out good and like being proud of it and being like, I fucking killed that.
Yeah. Have you fucked anyone's hair up yet? Like fucked up.
Because it was my fault, no.
Okay.
Kids move around a lot.
Oh, that's true.
And I was actually doing this one kid the other day. Mom came in. This kid's probably like 6 or 7. He don't fucking know. And she was like, he wants a mohawk. And but it was a
he wants a mohawk.
It's ethnic hair.
Okay.
So it's really curly, like Afro type hair.
Yeah.
So when you're doing that type of hair, you can't do like what a white person hair. You can't like use scissors and a comb like you would grab their hair and basically do that. So you basically have to like shape it like with your clipper. Yeah. So there's no guard on the clipper, and I'm like, bro, sit still. Just very carefully, just like doing this and just like shaping the mohawk. And the fucking kid just turns his fucking head.
Oh, yeah.
I just balled it out the side of his head.
Oh, shit.
And then I was like, I showed it to Mom. I was like, hey, Mom, he fucking moved. Nothing I can do about it.
Was she pissed?
No. She understood, but also it's like, She had no right to get pissed. She brought him to a fucking barber school.
Yeah, that's a good point though, because like I mean, everyone has different hair. It's like that would
Yeah.
be insane to like. I mean,
It's definitely a good challenge. I enjoy the challenge of like every head is different. Even white people, hair growth in different directions.
yeah, like
and,
my hair grows different than yours. My hair fucking grows straight out
Yeah.
like a chia pet, and it's just. I'm sure it has to be different to, like cut one style of hair compared to another style of hair, and you got to know how each hair
you
lays.
could be
and each
doing the
hair-
same haircut on 3 different people, and you have to go about it 3 different ways.
Yeah.
and to get the same quality end result, that's what's fun. It's like a puzzle. You're figuring out a puzzle.
Yeah, for sure. That's cool though.
And I honestly had no problem with it. Like most people are like, oh, it's gonna be so weird the first time you like touch someone's head and like cut their hair. I had no fucking problem with it. I was like, cool, let me touch their head. I'll fucking put scissors and do whatever.
I think it would be dope, just like the lifestyle of it, as far as like the day to day of it, where you have different interactions with people all day.
That is, I mean, it's also, I mean, that's
It's like mini podcasts.
yeah. I
all
was
day.
gonna say it's like a mini podcast. You get people in your chair and like they want to talk about like life.
Yeah,
They don't. You get into some shit in the chair and you're just like, all right, I guess we're talking about this now.
yeah. I mean, it's just like like I said, it's like the random people that you meet that like you just have a small connection with.
Yeah.
Whether it be someone you never met them in your life on MySpace, you just start pouring shit out to them because it feels good. It feels good to
get
talk
learn,
to people.
You get to learn about people. Like there's this one dude that comes in all the time, every single fucking time. He says, "Oh, I'll hit you with that tip next time." Next time never comes.
Yeah.
It's always next time.
What can
next
you
time.
do about it though? Yeah. I mean, a couple weeks left and you'll be a fucking barber. That's pretty dope though.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta pass the boards first, the state boards, but I'm pretty confident.
That's right. You got a very good tutor.
Yeah, sure do.
All right. Well, you ready for the best part of it?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. For everyone that's listening, I do a section at the end. Desert Island questions. Give people 3 categories. These people get 3 choices for each category to take with them on a desert island, like Tom Hanks and Castaway. But anyway, so your first category is 3 movies to take with you on a desert island.
All right. So I've listened to the podcast a fair amount, and
Yeah.
I've had some time to think about this. So
Joey, you got some stuff to say?
now he doesn't want to talk.
Yeah, you don't want to talk now.
So we're gonna do the easy version, and we're gonna
Okay.
do the hard version. Easy version: Star Wars, Indiana Jones, Lord of the Rings.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Indiana Jones. You're a big Indiana
Oh
Jones
yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
That makes
fuck yeah.
sense.
Harrison Ford's the dude.
Yeah,
Um,
I guess. Yeah, it's
yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
What's the hard version of it though?
Movies that like, because that was too easy for me to pick. Because like, I would literally watch those all day, every day. Like that. I mean, it's not even a question. But like, it's too easy because it's like.
Yeah, I mean that's a good. I know you're obviously a fucking crazy Star Wars fan.
Yeah.
Now, what about some other movies that like are not?
That's what I'm gonna say. That's the hard version.
Oh,
Is
okay.
like, if those weren't on the table,
Yeah.
what would I bring? I have to say Haggard,
Okay.
100%.
Yeah. For anyone who doesn't know what Haggard is, because it's definitely not a mainstream movie. It's a movie with Bam Margera and all of his friends, the same dudes who did CKY, the majority of the same dudes that were in Jackass, and it is a love story. It's a love story, one for the ages. So if you have never watched it, you need to watch Haggard.
I gotta say, so are you gonna put the little like sound?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Every time I hear the Desert Island one, those fucking bongos, I just think
Jumanji.
no, I just think of fucking the scene from Haggard when they're in the fucking cafe. Fucking Mark Hanna just beating on them.
That's so good. Those are the ones that I should have got. That sound
just
clip from that.
clip from that scene.
Haggard is a legendary movie.
Okay. Haggard. Fuck, this was way easier when I had time to think about it when I was
That's
on
all
the
right.
podcast.
I mean, like, fuck it. It's hard for everyone to decide 3 movies.
No, but I came prepared. Now I can't remember, and it's pissing me off. 'Cause I know what's gonna happen where I'm gonna fucking say some shit, and then
it's not
after I
gonna be-
leave, I'm gonna be like, "Fuck,
Yep.
it was that."
Tell him. Tell him, Joey. You got something to say? What would you bring? Joey said he would bring Airbud 1. Say it again. Homeward Bound. What's the last one? All Dogs Go to Heaven. That's a fucking solid choice.
Homeward Bound is the saddest movie you'll ever see.
Sad
in
as
your
fuck,
life.
dude. Whenever Shadow dies.
No, and he comes back.
Oh,
Tears every time.
Dude. When you think, yeah.
He's dead in the train.
And whenever he gets stuck in the mud, he goes,
can't
I'm
climb
tired.
up.
I'm tired,
Chance.
Chance. Oh, shit.
Fuck it. Haggard, Black Hawk Down.
That's a real good movie.
It's gonna sound fucked up, but like that, I fall asleep to that movie.
I mean, it's good. It's good as hell.
I just watched it so many times. I've known every single line, and like, it would just put me to sleep.
Who's your favorite character?
Probably it. Grimes.
No, who is that in the movie?
Ewan McGregor.
Ewan McGregor.
Ewan McGregor.
The coffee grinds have to
Yeah.
be coarse. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the
fucking
best
yeah.
part. That's the reason that I started fucking with a French press is just because of that guy.
Yeah.
I wanted to get a hand grinder because he rocked with one, but that's what he always said. He goes, "It's all about the grinds and how coarse the grinds are." It's such a good movie. But those are really like the movies that you would take with you everywhere, right? I mean, take with you on the desert island is definitely Star Wars. I assume that you would have chose that.
Yeah.
I honestly thought you would have chose Haggard.
Yeah.
And
well, I was thinking I couldn't fit 4 in there.
I know, but I mean, like, I'm nice enough to give it to you. Indiana Jones is interesting though.
Yeah.
It's like that's
But also like that's the cheap because they're all trilogies.
I mean, I'm going to give you a trilogy.
Yeah.
Like, I'll let you have a trilogy, but it's been years since I watched Indiana
Really?
Jones. It's been a very long time.
Love it.
I should watch that. Okay, so second category, I usually ask people books they read, but I also give people the consolation question of video games. So
I'd probably be safer with video games.
okay,
Although I mean I do read, but
good. You can go out both if you want. What's a book that you love?
I Am Legend.
Robert Mathison.
Matheson.
Swear to God, I read that book years before the movie came out, and the book is so much better than the movie.
Yeah. I read it before the movie came out.
100%.
And I
Years
fucked with,
beforehand.
yeah, I fucked with that book heavy. And then I saw they were making a movie, and I was like, oh, dope. And
I
then I
already
saw
read
the
it.
movie, and I was like,
Yeah, it wasn't that good because in the movie or in the book, they're actually more like vampires.
yes.
And that's what I loved. Like, I'm a vampire and zombie freak.
They fucked up the whole ending. The whole ending is to reveal that, like,
Well, don't tell anyone.
okay, spoiler alert.
Yeah, spoiler alert. If you haven't seen it in the last 20 years, it's been out.
Read the book.
The book is seriously, though, the reason I saw that is because, like, I'm guilty that I go and buy books and I never read them.
Yeah, same.
But
Same.
that one, I remember I had to read a book for my senior or junior class in school, and I didn't want to read any of the required reading, so I bought that thing and read it and did my book report on that. But it was an incredible book. I loved it.
It was amazing.
I never met another person that read it though. That's very weird that you
love it.
just named that. Okay, what about
And I'm not like a horror guy. So
No?
it's a little bit outside my like genre because I'm like a science fiction.
How did you find that book? Like, did
I
someone
love
tell
vampires.
you about it?
I love vampires. Like I was the emo kid in high school. I love vampires.
What kind of vampires? What kind of vampire movies were you into?
They don't make many good ones.
They make quite a few.
Like, imagine if Queen of the Damned didn't suck.
That was a terrible one. But like you
'Cause
have,
it was all corn.
yeah, it
If
was.
that movie had any other soundtrack but that.
It was a very bizarre movie. It was like the vampire version of Underworld. Yeah. It was just very, very like techno-y. Like
I don't even consider fucking Twilight to be vampire movies.
no, but I loved Twilight. I thought it was
I
good.
couldn't fuck with it.
Vampire movies, though, my favorite vampire movie of all time is either From Dusk Till Dawn or John Carpenter's Vampires. John Carpenter's Vampires is probably like the best. That's probably my favorite whenever I think of it. But I love the old school Dracula and shit. 30 Days a Night was dope.
Yeah.
I thought that was a cool concept of everything. But okay, so what about video games?
Okay, so I'm a huge video game person.
Yeah,
So to narrow it down to 3 is tough.
I bet.
Has to be Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time.
Okay.
I would say I'm trying to stay away from newer games because I feel like everyone's like into like Fortnite and shit like that. But like I'm talking games that like I'm not gonna care playing 10 years from now.
Yeah, exactly. Something you could play every single day,
Every
over
single
and
day.
over again.
Star Fox 64.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
I was never huge into it.
I could play that game back to front, know every level, know how to get all the secrets in every level. Back to front would play.
Star Fox, huh?
Yeah. And then fuck it, I'll stay with the N64. Super Mario 64.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I was also a fan. I definitely like Mario Kart more though.
I was never a Mario Kart person.
I was Mario Kart, GoldenEye, Tony Hawk, and like 1080 snowboarding.
Tony Hawk is a solid one. But see, I think I'm biased to like Mario Kart because I never really had anyone to play it with growing up because I'm an only child.
Yeah.
So like I just played single player games like Zelda and
I mean,
Star Fox.
it's
And,
understandable
yeah.
though. All right, now I'm curious to see what you're going to take to this one. 3 CDs to take with you.
Okay. So once again, there's
Is one of them going to be him?
okay. That's the thing. That's the thing is that there's an easy version and then there's a hard version as well.
Okay, go ahead and give me both.
Easy version is Razorblade Romance by him.
Okay.
Keeping Secrets of Silent Earth 3 by Cody and Cambria.
Okay.
And Homesick by Day to Remember.
Okay.
That's the easy version.
I knew that you were going to pick Homesick, I feel.
I mean, I fucking have it tatted on my arm.
Yeah.
I have to. But no, I mean, I can listen to those albums front to back hours on end and never get sick of them.
Yeah.
A little, but like, okay, so like that didn't fucking make me think at all. So 3 albums I think I would take would be Listen and Forgive by Transit.
Okay.
Nothing Was the Same by Drake.
Okay.
And
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Didn't expect that.
Nah, man, I gotta. Those Drake is how I scored Katrina. So I gotta take.
That's fine.
I gotta take Drake.
I don't hate on Drake.
I love Drake. I love that album. That whole album.
Yeah, it is good.
And then I think the third one would be Dear Youth by The Ghost Inside.
Oh, that's a good one.
I will be honest, I was never that big a fan of The Ghost Inside until I went on tour with the Mayday Parade tour we were talking about. Because we were in San Antonio, Texas, and some of the guys were like, yo, like, Ghost Inside is playing down the street, same night, you know, let's leave our show and, you know, go see their show.
Yeah.
So we're like, fuck it, let's do it. So we walked over and we saw them play, and I remember being like, cool, they're fucking rad. Like, you know, like they throw it down, cool with them. And then it was either that night or the day after is when they got into their horrible bus accident. And they haven't played a show since. So we either saw the last or the second to last show that they ever played up until this point.
Yeah.
And I remember it fucked us all up because, like, that was a terrible bus accident. Like, for those of you who don't know, it was like the driver died on impact, the drummer lost his leg, guitarist lost, like, some toes, the singer had, like,
How
multiple...
many years ago? This was 2 years ago?
2015.
Yeah, so, like, the one podcast that I told you about, he was on there and he was still saying that 3 years later, all the
Jonathan?
dudes, they're still fucked up.
Still fucked up. They still haven't played a show.
Yeah, still have problems. Like the drummer's just getting back on his his.
I mean, he's
foot.
killing it though. He has like a special pad now.
Yeah,
that
dude, I
did.
just seen that.
Insane.
It's insane. I mean, like, look at the fucking drummer from Def Leppard.
Yeah.
He only had one fucking arm.
One arm's a lot easier than one leg.
That's true. Especially especially with that type of music.
Shout out again to Mike from SJC Drums for sending him a dope kit for him to practice for when he got out of the hospital or his rehabilitation during the hospital. That was super dope.
How the fuck are you going to do double bass with one leg?
Well, that's what I'm saying. So I think his dad crafted some sort of like trigger or like a special thing for his like prosthetic. So when he's acting as if he's going to hit it, it'll like trigger the second bass drum. I think that's what I understand.
That's dope though.
Yeah. So I mean, it really hit home and it fucked up. It fucked me up because like we drove that same road the night before coming in. They were leaving Texas and going out. We drove that same exact road coming in the night before. And I remember it was a 1-lane highway with no divider in the middle. Like, if one person slips up a little bit, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Like, you're dead instantly. And I was driving. So it's like that dude that was driving that bus, that could have been me.
Yeah.
And like, I didn't think about it. So since then, I had really just been listening to the album and just being like, yo, like, this is like fucked up. But like, I'll always say, like, whenever they announce whatever, like, the next show they're playing, I don't care if it's in fucking Australia, like, I'm going.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going. I don't care.
Dude, I mean, who knows what's going to happen when they're going to come out and make some more music, but
Yeah.
they recently changed a photo on their Facebook. Their cover photo.
To the 10?
I think so. So I don't know, like, if they're going to put out some new music or anything.
So I think they did. They changed. I think they're doing something because one of their earlier albums turned 10 years old. So they did like a 10-year release of that, or they were like doing some new
okay.
merch for that. But they've been taking to social media. I think every Monday a different band member has been taking to social media and like answering questions and just kind of like interacting with the community, which I think is super rad because like it's fucked up to like know that like these people were like successful artists and they got like so fucking badly hurt.
Everything got halted for
that
a minute.
like you don't know, like, will they play again, will they not? I sure hope they fucking do because like
Yeah.
I remember last year it was a year after the accident and Kevin from Warped Tour was like, yo, like, you have a spot here no matter what, like, if you want it and you're healthy, like, you have a spot on the entire Warped Tour. And unfortunately they weren't like able to take that, but I thought it was like super fucking rad that like dude was like, yo, you have a home here. So
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, dude, that's fucked up.
yeah.
Hopefully come back soon enough. They're
Yeah,
nasty.
So yeah, that's the third one.
All right. Okay, so Death Row Meal.
What do you think I would pick?
Death Row Meal?
You know me. You know me
I
pretty
think you
well.
would pick a grilled cheese from the fireside on a good day, and I think you would pick a ginger ale, and I think you would pick maybe the fried raviolis.
Yeah, you pretty much. I was gonna say like a nice solid diner grilled cheese.
Yeah.
They just do it so well.
Yeah, I mean, like, I probably have never ordered a grilled cheese in my life from a restaurant, but I mean, that's your go-to.
There's something about diners. They just make grilled cheeses like the most solid. I don't know.
I don't know. I would fuck with a BLT though. Pretty heavy.
Tomatoes disgusting.
Yeah, I mean, you're a picky person to eat. You don't eat no ketchup or nothing.
I eat ketchup on everything.
Or not ketchup. What the fuck is it called?
Mustard,
Yeah, mustard or ranch.
ranch, no,
Yeah.
nothing. No dressing, no salad dressing, nothing.
Interesting, dude. Okay, so that's your death row meal.
Yeah.
All right.
I'd probably also do something like super fucked up and be like, I want the tears of all the guards or something like that. Just like something super out of pocket where they would have to like go and like get me some shit.
I ate bone marrow for the first time the other day.
Did you?
Yeah.
What animal?
It was a cow bone. It was like a cow
I heard it's like
femur.
really good, but I heard it's fucking weird. Was it in pho?
No, it's they literally take a femur bone and they cut it in half. It's called a canoe cut bone at the Best Place Ever Streets on Carson.
Mm-hmm.
And it's basically, the best way for me to describe it is, so you scrape it out of this bone and it looks like jello. It looks like fat on steak almost. And it has like a liquidy, like an oil that's like, it's kind of like saturated in. And it looks fucking disgusting. It does. But you take this,
yeah.
you scoop it, and you spread it on like toasted bread, and it tastes like fucking butter. But it tastes like the most delicious. Like, you know what it tastes like? You know, whenever you got that smoked bourbon drink up at Industry that one day,
yeah.
it has like a smoky, like, I don't know, dude. I don't even know how to describe what it was, but
Okay.
it was so fucking interesting. And
I'm down to try it. I'm expanding my palate.
We'll definitely go and try it
Yeah.
because it was really good. It was different though. Okay, and the last question: if you could have a conversation with anyone alive or dead, who would it be?
I don't know, man. There's not like one person where I'd be like, oh, fucking.
Not one person.
I feel like when you say alive or dead, like it's kind of like, well, you should pick someone who's dead then because you're never.
That's
gonna...
not it at all.
But in my mind, it's like, well, I probably should pick someone dead.
I've been thinking about it a lot more. I would love to have a conversation with Robin Williams.
Yeah.
I listened to him on Mark Maron recently. Mark Maron put out his interview that they did in 2010, and it was just like Robin Williams was such an interesting dude to me. I bought his book. I haven't got to read it yet. It's fucking long as hell, but I'm excited to dive into it. I would have really. Robin Williams was talking about how he was like, like the smelly kid in class. Like people didn't really like him too much, and like, I don't know, dude. He's just such a fucking powerful person in my life as far as like comedy movies and like a fucking even the genie in Aladdin. The dude is just he was, I don't know, he was a fucking quite a person.
I feel like I would want to talk to someone from a different time period for sure.
Yeah.
Like just to see how shit was back then,
Yeah.
Like
someone
maybe,
someone said the Egyptians, and I was like, that's a fucking dope ass answer, because like I would want to know how all that shit happened.
Yeah, I mean, that was definitely on my top of the list, but I think maybe like I feel like someone who has like a really fucked up mind would be cool. Like maybe like Edgar Allan Poe or some shit like that. Like just
that would
super
be wild.
dark, but
That would
like
be
an
super
author.
heavy.
Yeah.
That would be crazy. Jeez, Edgar Allan Poe.
Yeah, just someone super fucked, like just weird.
Yeah, it would be weird.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know, dude.
I was never that like I'm like a big fan of his like work. Like
me either, but like it
yeah.
would be weird to talk to him for sure.
Yeah. Did he write Sleepy Hollow? No.
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 Edgar Allan Poe was like the Raven and
Yeah,
shit.
see, that's how much I know.
Yeah,
I know the Raven, but
yeah, but like he's definitely he would be an interesting dude for sure. I'm sure he would be. I don't know, dude. I don't know what the fuck he'd be like.
Exactly.
He'd probably
That's
try
why
to
I'm
drink
like,
blood or something. Yeah, man. It's pretty good. Pretty good. I'm happy with it.
yeah.
Happy?
Yeah, I think so. I feel like I talked for 6 hours though.
We talked for 2 hours.
Hell yeah. Sorry if that's too long.
It's not long at all.
All
I
right.
appreciate it. So Warped Tour's tomorrow.
Yeah.
You're pumped about it?
I'm super pumped.
Who are you looking forward to see most?
All my friends are on the tour. As it is, Make Out, Sleep on It, Mayday Parade, and then there's people like I haven't seen that I really want to see. Like I've slept on the Amity Affliction. Like I've never seen them live.
Yeah.
And I just moved. It was when I moved to Pittsburgh, and I saw they had a song called Pittsburgh. So I was like, "Oh, dope! Let me play this." And I was like, "Holy fuck! This band's been around for so long, and I never listened to them." So
There's a lot of bands that have songs about Pittsburgh. Like Amir, they have a song called
yeah.
Tales from the Berg.
Fuck Amir.
You don't like Amir?
I don't like Amir.
You're a Casey String guy?
Fuck. No.
No?
I need vocals. I need clean vocals. I can't fuck with bands that are just screaming, straight screaming. Like Devil Wears Prada is like probably the hardest. My cats are murdering each other. Right
I know,
now.
they're going buck wild. They're like, fuck this, dude. You've been here for 2 hours. They're like, get out.
Yeah, so I mean, Amity Affliction, obviously Sum 41. The lineup is just so solid. I'm actually like a little worried I'm not gonna like catch all of them, but
I'm sure you'll be having a great time in the heat.
I'm gonna try and catch at least the ones that I'm closest to personally, and
Yeah.
then like, who doesn't want to see fucking Census fail? You know?
Right. I would love it. Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah,
Take
absolutely.
a minute. Plug whatever you want to plug.
All right. So I guess if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's Just Fly Casual. Same thing for checking my website, justflycasualproductions.com. Yeah.
What do you mean? Yeah. You got other shit to promote. You're about to be a haircutter. You can promote your Instagram with that. You can promote your production company.
Okay. So my wedding based.
Jesus.
I didn't figure, too many people. We just talked about music for 6 hours, and I didn't think people were gonna look for weddings. But all right, so my wedding company is Isley Creative. Instagram, Facebook, it's the same thing at Isley Creative, ISLEY Creative. And then follow me for my haircutting adventures. It's at Barbarian Barber. I can't even say it right. It's Barbarian Dan, but it's spelled like barber, like BARBER.
Whatever. I'll put the links in the
Yeah.
description below. But
I come up with really convoluted names, and it probably doesn't help my
That's
social
all right,
media
though.
presence.
Fuck it. I'll have a link there. People can just click real lazy like. But Dan created a video for my wedding that was pretty incredible.
Thank you.
Pretty incredible. People, I've gotten more compliments on it than anything that has ever been given to me, as far as like I don't know, people watch that and like they'll just start fucking crying, you know.
I love making random people cry.
Yeah, dude.
But I'll tell you this: it's hard to make a cool wedding video for something that's not already cool. So
Yeah.
you guys had a dope location. You guys are a dope couple. You guys truly, honestly love each other, and that comes through. And like, because I've done weddings for people where it's like, oh, these fucking turds are just getting married for money.
Yeah.
So it's like I ain't gonna make some fucking masterpiece video about that. So you know, it's only my video is only as good as the people who I'm filming. So
It was a good time.
yeah,
It was a good time. All right, man. I appreciate it.
absolutely.
Thank
Thanks
you
for
for
having me.
doing this. Everyone else that's listening, follow me on social media at I'll Call You Right Back on Instagram, at ICYRB Podcast on Twitter. You could look me up on Facebook, I'll Call You Right Back Podcast, YouTube. Fucking, we're available on all podcasting platforms. Throw me an email at I'll Call You Right Back at Gmail. If you have a suggestion of a guest, if you want to talk about some shit, if you want to give me some feedback on episodes, call me a piece of shit, whatever you want to do. I appreciate everyone listening. I'll call you right back.